Your 2022 Mingus Marauders are on the air. Mingus Marauder Football is brought to you by Jones Ford Verde Valley, Arizona's best since 1970. State Farm Insurance, Jennifer Griffin. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs. Rock Zoo Screen Printing, where clothing comes to rock. Longfellow Excavating, we dig your ideas. And Northern Arizona Healthcare, improving health, improving people. Your 2022 Mingus Marauder Football is also brought to you by these fine businesses. Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros, 3 generations here to serve you. Larry Green Chevrolet, the people place. All Price Insurance, call 634-2311 to get your quote. Gettles High Desert Mechanical, heating, cooling, and plumbing. Don't settle, get Gettles. Your Neighborhood Rice Accounting and Jackson Hewitt Tax Services. Sun Country Custom Woodworks, serving all of Northern Arizona with commercial and residential custom cabinets. And Yavapai College, you can, we can, together. And now, your voice of Mingus Marauder Football, Jackie Bessler.
Welcome to the Cave. Friday night Mingus football homecoming week against the Flagstaff Eagles. So it's rivalry week, homecoming week, and as you can tell, I'm in the broadcast booth. It's lonely up here. I'm missing the legend Jackie Bessler. He is not here with me tonight. He's on the injured reserve list. Something to do with the space shuttle launch last night. No, I'm just kidding. Jackie will be back next week, so I can only hope to fill his shoes the best way and deliver the best game I can. And it should be a really good one tonight as we have both teams, Mingus and Flagstaff, looking for their very first win in Grand Canyon region. Both teams 0-2. Huge game tonight. Homecoming for Mingus, so it's going to be a good one. It's a little bit chilly. Some say it's perfect weather. 61 degrees at kickoff is a little bit cold for my liking. But nonetheless, we're going to have a great game tonight. So when we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to meet the teams and go over the great game that we saw last year between Mingus and Flagstaff. We come right back after this.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $16 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Yavapai College has many degree and certificate programs to get you on track to a rewarding, well-paying career in a variety of industries such as healthcare, manufacturing, construction, elementary education, and art. Fall semester starts on August 15th, so there's still time to register. Visit us online today at yc.edu/admission to connect with your future career.
Call Rick or Scott Stokes at Sun Country Custom Woodworks about cabinets for every purpose and every budget. Sun Country Custom Woodworks can custom build cabinets for your dream kitchen or bath, adding tremendous value to your home. Organize the garage and store stuff right with a call to Sun Country. And ask about money-saving options, including modular cabinet choices. You know, your cabinets may not be from this century. For ideas, start at suncountrywoodworks.com.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Welcome back to the Cave as we get ready for the homecoming game against the Flagstaff Eagles, and it should match up to be a great game tonight. As I said in that previous break, both teams looking for their very first win in the Grand Canyon region. And boy, I mean, just being on the field for warm-ups, these guys are focused. I mean, both Mingus and Flagstaff, you don't see any horsing around. Even though it's homecoming, a lot of festivities going around. You got the sidelines are full, a lot of alumni on the sidelines. You got all the blow-ups, and the mascots are down there, and the cheerleaders have extra cheerleaders tonight. It's awesome to see. And of course, it's homecoming, so huge week. And what's awesome is you can just tell that the Marauders are really focused. So let's dive right into the matchup, and I'm going to bring it back to last year. Last year, the Mingus and Flagstaff game, one of the best high school football games I've been able to witness live in person. It was incredible. I was fortunate enough to be in the broadcast booth for that one with Philip Catalfamo last year, and that was literally one of the best high school games I've seen. I'm just going to start right at the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter last year, Mingus versus Flagstaff, it was Mingus 35, Flagstaff 28. So Mingus had a fairly comfortable lead at that point going into the fourth quarter. Now, the fourth quarter was just craziness. Mingus would add to their 35 and get 42 on the board. In the start of the fourth quarter with 11 minutes, 31 seconds on the clock, Alvarez had an 18-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good on that, so that made it Mingus 42 to Flagstaff 28. And now, get ready for one of the best comebacks you'll hear in Grand Canyon rivalry history. It was awesome, legit. Flagstaff with 9 minutes, 21 seconds left. Remember, they're down at this point. They are down 42-28. 9 minutes left. Price has a 26-yard touchdown run. Extra point, no good on that one. Then Flagstaff with 1 minute left in the game, a 4-yard touchdown pass to Senna. Holden Senna, who we will see tonight out here. He was just a junior last year. Kid's a great wide receiver. He's going to be playing for the Eagles. With 1 minute left after that touchdown, the 2-point conversion was good. Meyer had a 2-point conversion run, and Mingus still had the lead. And Flagstaff with 6 seconds left. They get the onside kick. Flagstaff with 6 seconds. 6 seconds. A 30-yard touchdown pass to Jake Weidinger, who is another wide receiver for the Eagles that we will see tonight. So it was just an incredible game. Obviously one of the more memorable games for me. And let's look at some of the statistics from that. A lot of passing, a lot of rushing last year between these two teams. It was just an absolute dogfight. Flagstaff had 45 yards worth of penalties to Mingus 60. So Mingus a few more penalties last year than the Eagles. Receiving, Flagstaff is definitely an air attack team. Flagstaff had 260 yards in the air last year on Mingus, compared to Mingus only having 92 last year. Rushing, Mingus had 201 yards last year against the Eagles. And the Eagles weren't too far behind the Eagles with 168 yards rushing themselves. So some big totals there, as obviously you can tell it was just a lights-out awesome game. Literally a barn burner at the end of the game. It was so cool to watch that one. So obviously a little bit of animosity in the air. Marauders looking to come back and get a win after, I'm sure it was a sour taste last year after walking away from Flagstaff, which you think you're going to get a huge W in that. And then Flagstaff steals the game at the very end with 6 seconds left, a touchdown pass, a 30-yard touchdown pass nonetheless. So what a great matchup last year. Just leads to believe it's going to be an awesome dogfight and game this year in the Grand Canyon region tonight. So let's take a look at our schedule. Mingus has not played too many playoff opponents, let's say. Maryville lost to Carl Hayden last week, 56-6. They are at 1-6 on the season. Payson with a winning record this year, 6-3. They beat Fountain Hills 24-14 last week. Independence has found a few wins. There's their second win in a row. They beat Kofa 26-10 last week. And Washington is 1-6 on the season. They got their very first win last week over Alhambra. They beat Alhambra 50-18. So good job, Washington. Deer Valley at 0-7. boy, it's tough to believe Deer Valley's sitting at 0-7 because honestly, they had some great athletes on the field, and I know they were missing a couple for our game. Maybe they haven't gotten back yet, but Deer Valley at 0-7. They lost 27-0 to St. Mary's. And then here we go, a little bit of region play. Bradshaw Mountain is at 4-3. And like we talked about last year, Bradshaw Mountain, just a powerhouse of a team. They are battle tested. I mean, they put up a really, really big fight against the Marauders, and we just could not handle it. Bradshaw was going up and down the field. The Marauders got lucky on some penalties and some turnovers where they kept that game close in the beginning. Nonetheless, Bradshaw came away with the win against us, and they are at 4-3 on the season with a huge win over Prescott last week. They beat Prescott 20-14. So for all intents and purposes, the Yavapai Cup, let's say in quotations, is right now Bradshaw Mountains. Then Coconino, who, my goodness, last week we saw a Coconino team that I have not seen in my decade plus with Mingus. Coconino sits 3-4 on the season, and they'll match up with Bradshaw tonight. So if Bradshaw can beat Coconino, that'll really tell the tale of the Grand Canyon region, as Bradshaw would have kind of a demanding lead. So Flagstaff coming into tonight against the Marauders. Flagstaff is 2-5. Last week, Flagstaff lost to Lee Williams 63-19. So this Lee Williams team is really something not to mess with. I can't wait to play them, and that's coming up next week for the Marauders. That's Lee Williams. So they're sitting at number 18. I'll go right through. Payson is number 11 in 3A. Some of the formidable opponents. Bradshaw Mountain is number 13 in the 4A division. Coconino number 20, which is all subject to change a little bit too. Lee Williams at number 18 in 4A. So the Grand Canyon region kind of holding up the back end. It's almost like all the Grand Canyon region teams are just a win or two away from getting into playoffs or trying to win that region title. However, that's not going to be possible because we're playing each other. So nonetheless, some really good matchups. And then Prescott, of course, I can't forget about them. They're number 15 in the 4A ranking. So they're actually in playoff contention right now. So like I said, it's going to be a good matchup. The Grand Canyon region has been awesome this season. These are great games. Last week, we saw a Coconino team that was incredible. I did not think we'd see Coconino throw the ball like they did. They were, let's just say Watson, their quarterback, was amazing. I mean, just absolutely amazing last week. They had over 200 yards through the air. It was almost a perfect game. We'll go over some Marauder statistics and Flagstaff statistics after our next break and meet some of the other players on the Flagstaff Eagles team and go through some of their season statistics. So stick around. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
For 30 years, Roxu screen printers have provided Northern Arizona with clean, crisp, quality screen printing. They work with you to make the right choices in creating the right artwork and message to put forth your best image. Choose from brand name products and even fashion-forward designs, including caps, tees, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. Make Roxu your choice for work and sports uniforms, workwear, resort wear, and more. Find out more at rokzootees.com. Roxu screen printers in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle. Get Gettles and go Marauders.
Choose the region's most comprehensive heart program. Choose care close to home. Choose world-class surgeons. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
Choose precision. Choose innovation. Choose robotic-assisted knee and hip replacement. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
The right vehicles, the right people, the right price. Make Jones Ford of Verde Valley the right place to buy. Choose from our new in-stock Ford selection or custom order just the way you want it. Buy pre-owned with peace of mind with Jones Ford's lifetime powertrain warranty at no extra cost. Plus, drive a little, save a lot. Jones Ford is your tax advantage destination. So, for the right vehicles at the right price, make the right choice. Jones Ford Verde Valley, family owned and operated for over half a century. Just off I-17 in Camp Verde.
Back here at the Cave, last break we kind of went through a little bit of the Marauders and Eagles previous weeks and some of their the Marauders season, their schedule at least. So let's go through some of the Marauders statistics throughout the season. Now, last week we saw a huge change in the fact that we saw Mario Camacho take over at the quarterback position, which was just kind of a blindside, and turns out it was an awesome decision there by Coach Montebaez, as Camacho looks great. He looks comfortable back there. Now, he looks like a pocket passer, so I'm curious to see where the team is going moving forward. It's exciting to see a change-up like that. Obviously didn't get the first couple region games going our way, so the change-up might just be the trick on the season. Dirk obviously still our head quarterback with the most statistics, has 334 yards through the air. He's got 17 completions on 44 attempts. QB rating of 56.6, so not the best, but you got to give him a lot of credit. Dirk is one of those scrambling quarterbacks who likes to take off and use his feet. He's got so many different weapons like that. And, hey, he was also trying to look for Camacho, too. And now Camacho playing the quarterback position this year has 105 yards. He's got 12 completions on 21 attempts, and then 2 interceptions. So that drops his QB rating to 46.8, but that obviously doesn't tell the tale of Mario taking over the quarterback position for the Marauders. Like I said, he looked comfortable in the pocket last week. I think he's going to grow into the role. The offensive line has been stellar this year in giving the quarterback time back there, so I'm sure Mario's feeling comfortable, and if he's going to be a quarterback tonight, that means he's been obviously religiously playing that position, so he's going to feel much more comfortable. Rushing for the Marauders, Dirk third place for the Marauders, which is awesome to say because Dirk we leaned heavy on in the rushing game. Right now he sits at 337 yards on the ground for the Marauders this season with 72 carries. That's an average of 4.7 yards a carry, and I'll tell you, those are tough yards. That's Dirk working really, really hard. Like, that's running into your line of scrimmage, hoping that you can find a hole, or either he's going to pass the ball, doesn't see anybody, and just takes off downfield. So that's a great job collecting those yards. And we may see those numbers increase tremendously, especially at Dirk now at the halfback or tailback position for the Marauders, like we saw last week. Boy, he's just a great tailback. Very, very high football IQ, and excited to see what he's going to do moving forward. The Marauders' #1 rusher on the season right now, Makai Arnuado. 550 yards on the ground. He's got 5 touchdowns, 74 carries, an average of 7.4 yards a carry. Now, that is just really incredible. If you have a running back like that, that's obviously considered your workhorse. And the best part about that, he's followed up by Seth Bruland, who has 410 yards on 59 carries, and Seth has a 7-yard average as well. 5 touchdowns for Seth, 5 touchdowns for Makai. Marauders have a couple workhorses building their statistics this season, and it's great to see. I love seeing that rushing game. The Marauders play such a hard-nosed T-formation rushing game. It's really tough to stop, especially when you have good running backs like Seth Bruland and Makai Arnuado in there. So we'll see what Mario Camacho does at that quarterback position. And let's transition now over to the Flagstaff Eagles, our rival, if you will. I saw some Beat Eagles shirts, and that's awesome. Brings back a lot of memories for myself, as the weight room used to be decorated and all the Beat Eagles gear, and we had the matching T-shirts on all week long. We must have got a couple of them. I don't want to say we wore the same shirts all the time, but I can tell you that they had a stench to them by the end of the week. So it's great to see that the players are still in that rivalry spirit, especially for homecoming. I mean, it sets up a really cool homecoming game. Now, Flagstaff Eagles on the season. They sit right now, first game against Camelback. Camelback is 4-3. They're number 18 in 5A. So Camelback, a formidable opponent, and Flagstaff lost to them 53-20. Winslow 4-5 in the 3A division. They're number 23. Flagstaff lost to them 14-12. So really close game against Winslow. And Winslow, I know 3A division, still a good school, still a playoff contending school most seasons. Then the next game they had Rio Rico. They won 59-12 over Rio Rico. Rio Rico is 3-4, so Rio Rico's got some wins on the season, and Flagstaff was able to take care of business against them. Then Marcos Denisa, how about this? This is a powerhouse team, and our old alumni Robert Ortiz is the offensive coordinator over there for Marcos Denisa, and they are 7-0 on the season, number 3 in the 4A division. And check this out, Flagstaff lost 30-12 against Marcos Denisa. I mean, that's a formidable opponent right there, and those guys are definitely going to be in the playoffs. They could actually lose a couple games and still make playoffs. So that's to score 12 points on a top playoff contending team, and Flagstaff only gave up 30 against Marcos Denisa. So that's obviously a battle test right there in itself. And then last week for the Eagles, they got a W against Washington. Washington was able to put up 28 points as Flagstaff won 51-28. 28 points by Washington. That's not too bad. So the Eagles have not had a shutout this season yet. So defensively, they have given up points each game. Now, on the flip side of that, here's an awesome statistic to keep in mind. The Eagles have not been shut out this season yet. Yes, you heard that right. The Eagles have not been shut out yet. So that means that they are more than likely, real high percentage here, going to put points on the board against the Marauders. So Marauders are going to have to find a way to get some offense tonight. It's homecoming. They're fired up. They should be able to put some points on the board because you know Flagstaff's going to. Flagstaff put up 12 against a top 4A team, number 3 Marcos Denisa. They put up 20 points on a 5A opponent and Camelback. So these guys have some offense. And I'll tell you, they have a freshman quarterback, Chase Brown, we're going to see tonight, standing at 6'1", 160 pounds. So we're going to see a freshman quarterback. I'll tell you, I'm afraid to see him in a few seasons. I think he is going to be a force to be reckoned with. And on the season, speaking of Chase Brown on the season is 1 yard shy of 1,000 yards. He has got 76 completions on 126 attempts. That's right, 126 attempts through the air. 88.6 quarterback rating. Now, the good thing for the Marauders is he's thrown 11 interceptions. They throw the ball a lot. So your chances of an interception are going to be higher when a quarterback continues to just throw the ball. So yeah, 88.6 for a freshman quarterback playing in a 4A division like this. That's amazing. I mean, I really cannot wait to call Chase Brown's games in the future because he's just going to be a beast. So we'll go over a few more of the statistics for Flagstaff. We're going to take a quick break before the Marauders run right out onto the field for homecoming. We'll be right back.
Call Rick or Scott Stokes at Sun Country Custom Woodworks about cabinets for every purpose and every budget. Sun Country Custom Woodworks can custom build cabinets for your dream kitchen or bath, adding tremendous value to your home. Organize the garage and store stuff right with a call to Sun Country. And ask about money-saving options, including modular cabinet choices. You know, your cabinets may not be from this century. For ideas, start at suncountrywoodworks.com.
2 things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Choose the region's most comprehensive heart program. Choose care close to home. Choose world-class surgeons. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
Choose precision. Choose innovation. Choose robotic-assisted knee and hip replacement. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
Welcome back to the Cave. As you see the Marauder Jacks going on, lots of festivities here for Mingus Marauders homecoming week against the Flagstaff Eagles. And we got, let's go right through our eyes on the game tonight, sponsored by Reese & Sons Tire. Here's a win-win offer from your friends at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros and O'Reilly's Auto Parts. October is Brakes for Breast Month. Through October, your brake pads are free at Reese & Sons Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. Plus, Reese & Sons will donate 10% of the brake installation labor to help find a vaccine for breast cancer. Get info at reesandsonstire.com. Schedule your brake repair online or in person at Reese's Tire and Automotive Pros in Cottonwood. And let's see, we got all sorts of festivities down on the field for homecoming, and looks like we're going to go right into our national anthem here.
Alex Herrera, Rafa Federico, Michael Magnano, and Jaime Guerrero. As member schools of the AIA, we would like to remind you the objectives of educational-based athletics are what we set this event apart from all other levels of competition.
It looks like might just be another few seconds before we start the national anthem, as our announcer in the booth next to me here is getting everybody ready for the game, setting the stage for a great homecoming game against our rivals, the Flagstaff Eagles. And as you can see, the Marauders lined up down there with their hands on their hearts, about to start the national anthem.
At this time, please rise for the singing of the national anthem by your Mingus choir. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Absolutely beautiful rendition of our national anthem. It sends the chills down your spine, especially on a rivalry and homecoming night for the Marauders. You got both teams lined up for the coin toss, and let's go right into that. Coin toss sponsored by Jennifer Griffin. Thank you so much, Jennifer, keeping the Marauders on air. The State Farm Insurance Office of Jennifer Griffin is pleased to be a part of these Mingus Marauder broadcasts. Go Marauders, go! Jennifer Griffin, State Farm Insurance, has been in the same location for over 35 years. Stop by to see Jennifer for all of your insurance and financial needs at 545 South Main Street in Cottonwood, directly across from Walgreens. So check them out online, www.jenismysfagent.com, or call 928-634-7680. That's 634-7680. Thank you so much, Jennifer, as we get ready for the coin toss here. And out there for the Marauders, got our captains. I see Isaiah Latham, deservedly so. Big Nick Choate out there. Xavier Machado. And Nate Dixon. Good to see Nate Dixon back out on the field in full gear. I know last week he came off with a little bit of an injury, but he seems, obviously, he's suited up, ready to go in that captain role. I'd love to see that. And we'll see which way the Marauders are going to be playing first, playing offense or defense on homecoming night. And as you can tell, there's Flagstaff's freshman quarterback out there. He's got some size to him. I'll tell you, that's some size on both sides of the ball. Big Nick Choate and Isaiah Latham out there. A couple of our workhorses on the line of scrimmage. As our head white hat there is explaining to Latham exactly which side of the coin he wants to flip, or call rather. Got to be exciting for Xavier and Nate Dixon out there as captains. I've seen Nick Choate and Marauders are going to win that coin toss, and they're going to defer. I would imagine the Eagles are going to receive this one as Isaiah points to the side of the field they want to defend, and here we go. We are just about underway for Mingus Homecoming 2022. It's going to be a huge game. Our rivals, the Flagstaff Eagles, in town. And again, you do not hear our legendary Jackie Bessler in the booth with me tonight. He's on the injured reserve, and he'll be back next week, so don't miss him too much while I fill in for him. And you see the Marauders all piled up there, ready to go. It's go time. I'll tell you, as a player that's been in that position before, you got a lot of butterflies, but at the same time, you're just ready to go get this game started. I mean, really, you're tired of having butterflies. You've had butterflies since lunchtime today, so I hope they ate light, because this is a huge game. One of these teams is going to walk away with their first win in the Grand Canyon region. That's huge. First win. Both teams 0-2 in the Grand Canyon region right now. So, and I think the hopes of making any sort of region title game is out of the picture for both Flagstaff and Mingus. Playoffs are, boy, on the cuff, but a lot of magic has to happen for any sort of playoff berth for either of these teams. So a lot of pride here tonight. Huge rivalry, big history. Last year, I was able to witness one of the best high school football games. It was between these two teams, Mingus and Flagstaff, in the NAU Dome. It was absolutely incredible, and the game came down to a 30-yard touchdown pass with 6 seconds left. The Eagles got the best of the Marauders. I'm sure the Marauders have a little taste of revenge. And here we go. Camacho's going to boot this one downfield. And it's a high riser. Very, very nice kick down about to the 2-yard line. The Eagles are going to bring it out. The Marauders do a really good job of containing him here as he bounced to the outside. And how about that? Camacho kicks the ball off and then runs all the way down to make the play. It's a nice job there by Camacho. Let's see, that run back there is going to be number 82, Emiliano Armijo, senior, 5'10" for the Eagles, number 82. And we'll see, this is a freshman quarterback going to be starting for the Eagles, which is just awesome to hear and see. You typically don't get that. I know we had Zach Harrison a few years back, and he was a sophomore starting at the varsity level. And I'll tell you, you develop so well as a player. You continue to play on Friday nights. And here we go. The Eagles are going to start this game out on offense. And Chase is going to get it. He's going to drop back, looking downfield, and he's going to check it short. And did he get his receiver? It looked like both of them were, and he did. So Flagstaff, one play downfield. Chase able to find his wide receiver. Wow, and both the DB and wide receiver. Let me get you a number on that. That was Tyler McGill on the catch, and what a nice catch, because the Marauders really, really all over him on that one. So Chase, how about that? Flagstaff starts the game with a passing play. We knew they'd put it up in the air. And just like that, the Eagles moving downfield, and they're already at the 40. That's their own 40, that is. And Chase takes a shotgun snap. Mingus blitzes, and what a huge tackle. Man, none other than Contreras getting in the backfield on the blitz, too. What a clean blitz. Really, really nice blitz. Contreras just comes right up to the line of scrimmage. Untouched, he was showing blitz, and that's exactly what he did. That's a great tackle for loss, and that'll set the Eagles back a few yards as, wow, they're actually going to mark them about 3 or 4 yards back on that one. That's a really nice tackle for loss, Ian. And if you're the Marauders, yeah, watch that pass. You can see all the players on the sidelines and fans trying to help him out with the passing signal there as Chase takes a shotgun snap, and he's going to hand it off. And that's going to be Caden Jensen on the outside as he just bounces it. He's not going to go too far. He's only going a couple yards to the right. He's barely going to get the line of scrimmage, actually. That's a really beneficial spot for the Marauders, and boy, you hate to see it. It looks like that's big Nick Choate down on the ground. And hopefully he's looking a little slow down there. Hopefully that's just an ankle, maybe a cramp. We're going to send the athletic trainers out to take a look at him as the Marauders kind of huddle up and go over what they want to do next year. That was Caden Jensen on that last play for the Eagles. And I'll tell you, the Eagles have had 2 run plays with maybe 1 yard. And the pass play was for 20. So far, the Eagles through the air are going to be much better. And with big Nick Choate down, it looks like we're going to get some water on the field. And yeah, we're going to keep it here because Nick is thankfully coming off right now. He's getting a little bit of help, as you can see there. Oh, maybe an elbow or something like that. Hopefully he's going to be able to shake that one off. Thankfully, it's nothing with the knees or ankles for the big guys. And that's always a problem, especially on the line of scrimmage. Big Nick Choate has been just a force to reckon with all season long. So that's going to be a huge loss, at least for now, for the Marauders. And like I said, hopefully he's going to be just A-OK. Get back in there as boy, we use big Nick Choate on offense and defense. So crucial player for the Marauders coming out. He's holding, looks like maybe his hand or his elbow. Could be his shoulder too when you're holding it like that. So this might need some adjustment. You see the trainers tending to him right away, and they're going to have him sit down, take a little break, get him some Gatorade, and see if they can't fix him up. Our outstanding athletic trainers down there for Mingus. As Marauders defensively get back to the ball. And you can see Isaiah Latham on the edge there for the Marauders. And you got Noah Wallowitz playing on the other edge. Love to see it. Micah Allen in the middle, as well as Xavier Hernandez. So a lot of offensive guys going back to defense and offense. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 30 seconds to resume play.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Welcome back. Timeout is over. Flagstaff is going to resume their opening drive, in which they found success through the air on the first play, not so much on their running plays here, as Contreras shows blitz again. Chase is going to take a shotgun snap, drop back. He's under pressure and taken down. Taken down. The Marauders defense swarming. That's none other than Isaiah Latham getting up at the bottom of that pile, getting his team fired up for homecoming. That is a heck of a play, young man. Great defense, able to just get right by his defensive end and take Chase down. And that's, I'll tell you, that's exactly what you need to do against a great passing team. You can see the replay there. Chase takes a shotgun snap, and he has no time. I mean, that's just an outstanding job by Isaiah to just put pressure on him. And Flagstaff's going to boot this one away, and it's up. It's a high one. Let's see where it goes. Oh, it's short. It's short. It's going to take a huge Eagle bounce, but go out of bounds. Looks like at the 45, at the Marauders 45 or so. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like maybe at the 43 they're going to mark it, and the Marauders are going to take over possession. That's a really good 3-and-out. If you're the Marauders defensively, that's exactly what you want to do. Start the game with a 3-and-out, make them punt, get your offense out on the field. Huge opportunity right now. You take this downfield and get some points on your rivals homecoming week. And we got Camacho at quarterback again. He's going to take the snap under center, and he's going to hand that one off. Looks like either Seth or Makai out there, and what a great job just keeping your feet moving forward. And that's going to be Makai. And they're going to give him a little bit of a short spot. His knee must have went down. They're going to give him, it looks like 2 yards on that play. And that's those brutal yards I'm talking about. That's why your average is just so good, because no matter when you get hit, you're just going to go forward. And there's Makai again on the handoff. Same play, left side. Love that trap, especially when you have guards that can move like the Marauders do. And Makai, good for another 5, so makes it 3rd and 3. Big third down here for the Marauders as they're kind of in a hurry up. Camacho takes a snap under center, hands it off to Makai again. Love to see the consistency. And oh, is he going to get there? He's close. It's a little bit of a scrum, and it looks like they may give him the spot in first down. As the referees are signaling first down. What a great opening few plays for the Marauders. Talk about knowing exactly what you're going to do and executing. It's exactly what Mingus just did. 3 plays and a first down. And all by Makai Arnuato. Just a great job opening up with your offensive line, doing a lot of work. Camacho is going to try to draw the Eagles off sides. Looked like he might have, but instead he's going to hand that off to Makai, and Makai's going to go forward for another 3 yards. Could be 4 yards on that, and boy, isn't that your bread and butter right there.
Short gain on the play.
Marauder is able to do a lot of work on the interior, and I really like to see, here comes a hurry-up offense for the Marauders, wasting no time. Makai takes a snap, and that's going to be a handoff to Makai again, left side this time. And Flagstaff's going to stop him. Obviously short of the first down. They're only going to give Makai maybe 2 on that carry. Nonetheless, just love to see the hard work that Makai's putting in. We went over his statistics in the beginning of this game, and he's the Marauders' lead rusher, deservedly so. Be curious to see if we see Dirkolek in that backfield too, as he's a good weapon. Seth Bruland as well, look out for. Yeah, Dirkolek is lined up in the backfield. So is Makai. Camacho takes a snap. He's going to hand that one to Dirkolek. Dirkolek's on the right side, trying to find the edge. He does. He gets out, and boy, right out of bounds at maybe the 31. And that's going to be enough for a Marauders first down. Oh, what a great job by this Mingus offense to just continue to execute the rushing attack really, really well. Not one backwards play. These guys are moving the chains again. Nice run there by Dirkolek. He's able to find the edge. And Marauders slow down a little bit getting the ball, although they're not huddling up too long. I mean, I wouldn't say it's hurry up, but they're not taking their time either. Camacho's going to take the snap. That was a weird snap, but nonetheless, the play's going off, and Dirkolek is going to get to the first down marker at the very least. Love to see it on the outside. He just takes it. That's a pitch right to the outside. Nice job by Dirkolek to find the edge and move the chains again. Now, I hesitated on that because you'll see it's a little bit of a false start, maybe from the center and the tackle. They were the only ones who went, and then the rest of the Marauders followed suit. So I think Marauders kind of got away with one there, but nonetheless, continuing to move downfield as Camacho takes a snap. It's going to be a pitch to Dirkolek. Dirkolek trying to get to the right side. He doesn't. He stiff arms, tries to get back to the middle, and he can't. Flagstaff does a great job of bottling him up that time. They said, you know what, you are not just going to walk downfield and get in the end zone, and they stuffed Dirkolek there. That's going to be the first loss on a running play for the Marauders, and that's okay. They're like 8 running plays in right now. They're playing really, really well offensively. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. They're going to mark them right at the line of scrimmage. So they're going to hand it off to Dirkolek. Dirkolek finds a seam right up the middle. Good blocking. Let's see where they mark him at. It looks like he's going to pick up maybe 7 on that carry. We're going to get that one right back, and boy, that's how you do it. Setting up a 3rd and manageable. Didn't get anything on the first down play to Dirkolek. And the 2nd down play, it's a great run right to the right side. Offensive line doing a really nice job of opening up some holes. You see Seth Bruland tag out. He's going to have Makai come back in for this play as Camacho walks his offense to that line of scrimmage. And he's set. He's going to take the snap here under center. Hands that off to Makai right up the middle. Makai's got a huge seam. Wide open right down to about the 1 or 2. maybe, yep, right at the 2-yard line. Incredible run. You see him clapping his hands. Got to love it. You better be tapping your offensive lineman on the head after that one. Huge hole right up the middle. Mackay didn't even have to shed a tackle, really. I mean, maybe a stiff arm there, but Marauders right on the brink of the end zone here. Camacho takes the snap. They're going to hand it to Mackay again. And Mackay's putting in the work and jumps right through his tackle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Marauders. So Mingus opens up 6-0 against the Eagles right away. Gotta love it. First drive, Marauders take care of business, and talk about execution. Boy, the Marauders say, you know what, you're going to put the ball in the air, Flagstaff? Well, we're going to put it on the ground. And what a great opening sequence for the Marauders as Camacho is going to set to kick the PAT here. See if we can't make that 7-0. And no, it is going to hit the line of scrimmage, bounce off somebody, and be caught by an Eagle. So we will take a quick break. Marauders have the lead 6-0 when we return.
PAT is no good.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders!
Back here on homecoming night as the Marauders have the lead over the Eagles 6-0. What a great opening drive we just saw. And Camacho, after taking his Marauders squad down to get the opening touchdown, is going to kick this one off. And the Marauders executing really, really well that very first sequence. They got to be so happy with that one. As Camacho looks to boot this one deep. And he does. A little bit of a line drive, and that's going to be caught right at the middle there. Caught and returned to about the 40 before he's taken down. I see Senna on that. And how about that Camacho in on another tackle? So he's having quite the game, special teams and offensively already. And Senna was in on that tackle as well. Good job by the Marauders, being all over the place on that one. And the Eagles, you can tell they're going to huddle up and take their time. We definitely think we're going to see more of an air attack from the Flagstaff Eagles, as they've got about 1,000 yards just from Chase, their freshman quarterback. Chase Brown, and we'll see if Chase is going to put the ball up in the air on the Marauders again here. You see Curtis Glassman on this close edge, Isaiah Latham on the other edge for the Marauders. Chase is in the shotgun, takes a snap, fakes a handoff. Looks and just miscues with his wide receiver. Miscue totally. He was looking for Jake Weidinger. And Jake Weidinger we saw last year. He's a senior this year. And Jake's got some size to him. Jake Weidinger, 6'3", senior for the Eagles. And with that play, Chase and Jake just weren't on the same page. He just kind of throws it right behind Jake. Now, he wasn't getting too pressured, so I'm sure Chase wants that one back. Nonetheless, 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. You see the same lineup for the Marauders defensively there, and here comes a blitz look, and the Marauders do just that. And boy, Chase does a nice job reading it, puts it up in the air, and comes down with his Holden Senna. Huge gain. That is going to be a little bit of a screen. Didn't quite see the blockers out there. I think Chase just kind of threw that one up. Here's the replay here. Fakes a handoff, and no, not even a screen. Just Holden Senna goes out to the flat, wide open, takes it downfield, and boy, they are at the Marauders. Looks like 38-yard line now, moving. Chase in the shotgun formation takes a snap. He's going to give the handoff right up the middle, and he's going to go nowhere. And he's going nowhere, and that's going to be Caden Johnson on the carry. Caden, we've already seen carry the ball a couple times, and he's going nowhere on that play as he gets right back to the line of scrimmage. See the Eagles going to their sidelines to get the next play. And same defensive lineup there on the line for the Marauders. You see Curtis Glassman on that very edge, Isaiah Latham on the far edge. Looks like Cam Davis and Did you hear Hernandez in the middle? Chase takes a snap. Oh, and it's fumbled. It's fumbled. The Marauders have it. Marauders have it. He just dropped the shotgun snap. And Makai Arnuato picks up the ball. He says, hey, I found a homecoming gift. Here it is. Let's go, offense. That's a great job here. You're going to see the replay. Yeah, Chase just fakes the handoff and just drops it. I'm not sure if maybe Caden Jensen might have hit him on that play and bobbled the ball loose, but I'll tell you what, that's a huge turnover in a big game. And Marauders fortunate enough to come up with that one. Makai Arnuato, great awareness out there on the field. He just falls on it. And Camacho under center for the Marauders now is going to hand it off to the left, and that's going to be Makai. We're doing a lot of work out there for the Marauders tonight. He's going to go 10 yards right on the left side, just a power play to the left. Very, very similar to how we saw that very first drive for the Marauders. And they're going to give him 9. One short of the 10 yards I thought he fell forward for. And Camacho's going to walk his confident Marauders line up to the line of scrimmage. He's under center. He's going to take the handoff and hand it again to Makai Arnuato. Right up the middle, and Makai able to find a seam and picks up maybe 3 on that one before he gets tackled maybe by an ankle. I don't think he saw that. Nonetheless, Marauders moving the chains. It's Camacho, you can see there, looking at the sidelines. Camacho and Contreras. I'm sure Contreras is like, Coach, put the ball up in the air. I've got some great catches this year. I'm ready for more. But why would you do that when your rushing attack is playing so well? So let's see what the Marauders do here. As Isaiah Latham in that center position jogs up to the line of scrimmage, and looks like the Marauders may have to take a timeout here to avoid a penalty. We'll see. Taking an awful long time to get this play off, as it looks like Camacho is going to line up under center. Amazing, we haven't had a delayed game. He's going to take the snap, drop back, and he's got a wide open Ethan Jones in the middle, and he just misses him. Just hits him right in the knee. And you can see Ethan Jones pointing up a little bit. He says, hey, get that ball up in the air a little bit more. Kind of hit Ethan right in the knee, maybe the shin area there. Really like the try. I think Camacho just settled down a little bit more on that play. It wasn't like he was getting a ton of pressure right away. But Marauders try their air game there, as you can see the replay. Yeah, Camacho just a miscue there with Ethan Jones. I'm sure they'll get that connection as Camacho's under center again here for the Marauders. Takes a snap with a heavy lean there by Durkalek, and Makai's going to take the handoff and maybe get 1. They may give him 1 on that. And again, that's Durkalek's got to be real careful with that lean, that they don't give him a false start on that, as he did a great job blocking, but got there a tiny bit early. The Marauders not moving the ball as well as they did that first drive, but again, trying the air attack. I really like that from Coach Montebaez, as you had such success running the ball. Why not try the air game out? As Camacho lines up under the center again. He takes the snap, and he's going to fake the handoff, roll out. He's got a lot of pressure. He's going to try to run it, and he's going to stay in bounds with a spin, a really, really nice spin, but it's not going to do any good, as he's going to get brought down right after that spin. And that's going to be a loss. That's going to move the Marauders back, and it'll end up being 4th and about 11. And the Marauders are on the Flagstaff 46-yard line. And I think we're going to see the Marauders punt here. I would imagine we're going to see Mingus try to pin the Eagles deep. Yeah, you can see there, that's a great job by Camacho, just trying to spin out of it. I mean, he did spin out of it, but he couldn't spin out of it 2 more times. We'll see who lines up. Definitely a punt formation here shown by the Marauders. Durkalek back to receive the snap. And it's going to be a pitch snap. Really like that trickery there. And it's going to, bounce right into the end zone for a touchback for the Eagles. Durkalek didn't put too much leg on it, as he knew that he didn't want to kick it into the end zone, and it barely rolls in. So with 1 minute, 15 seconds left in the first quarter, the Marauders lead the Flagstaff Eagles, our Jones Ford scoreboard, 6-0 Mingus in a rivalry and homecoming game. As the Eagles will take over at the 20-yard line, their own 20 that is, and they got a long field to go if they want to score on Mingus. And boy, Mingus defensively has looked good these previous possessions here. And Chase, I imagine we'll see Chase in the shotgun most of the night here, as that's what he's lined in right now. And they're going to shift, and That may be a penalty. There's a few guys going, and that sure is a penalty. That's going to be an illegal shift, and Chase just misses his wide receiver on that one.
Pass attempt.
Makai Arnuato on the coverage there, does a good job. Intended receiver Holden Senna. We're going to see Senna and Weidinger for the Eagles most of the night, as that's their top wide receivers. And that's going to back the Eagles up a little bit. That was an illegal shift, as you saw it on your screen there. A couple guys tried to go in motion at the same time. Can't do that, so that's going to back them up. Now the Eagles on their own 15-yard line. And Chase in the shotgun formation for the Eagles. Man in motion. He's going to fake the handoff and throw it to that man in motion, and he's got him. What a great catch on the sidelines there. And that's going to be Holden Senna with a couple nice moves, and he just continues to break tackles. Wow, nice job, young man, on the catch and run after. And Flagstaff with this great air game moves the ball. They're already down to about the 41-yard line. So just like that, over a 30-yard passing play for the Eagles. That's a couple good passing plays for Flagstaff already. And Chase has got to be building some confidence. He's going to take the snap and hand off. A flag on the play. He's going to throw it out to the flats, and he's got a man. I believe that's going to be Senna again. No, that's going to be Tanner Reef on it, on the catch, and run after is great too. And the Marauders looking a lot of looking for flags out there, and I'm not quite sure which ump threw the flag, and it's going to be, looks like maybe another illegal shift on the Eagles. Another illegal shift on the Eagles. That is going to haunt them. That's another first down passing play that's going to get wiped out for Flagstaff there. That's going to come back. Yeah, what a nice run by catch and run by Reef there. We saw the replay just now. He did a lot of work. All for that to get called back.
Eagles at the 36-yard line.
Now the Eagles will have it at their own 36-yard line. It is first and about 15 there. As Chase lines up in that shotgun formation, I'm sure he's going to wait till his players are set here. And he will. He's going to send his man in motion. It's going to be Reef going in motion, and they're going to throw it out to Reef right on the edge. Same play, and Makai Arnuato knew it. Absolutely knew it. Great defensive play by Makai on that. Right out into the flat. He knew it was coming. It's a great tackle. Really, really tough to tackle in open field with space like that, but Makai Arnuato, one of the better athletes on the Marauders squad, does a great job of it. That's going to be a timeout on the field. And you know what? We'll take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be right back after this.
The right vehicles, the right people, the right price. Make Jones Ford of Verde Valley the right place to buy. Choose from our new in-stock Ford selection or custom order just the way you want it. Buy pre-owned with peace of mind with Jones Ford's lifetime powertrain warranty at no extra cost. Plus, drive a little, save a lot. Jones Ford is your tax advantage destination. So for the right vehicles at the right price, make the right choice. Jones Ford Verde Valley, family owned and operated for over half a century. Just off I-17 in Camp Verde.
Welcome back to the Cave. Homecoming week for the Mingus Marauders as they take on the Flagstaff Eagles. And that's my correction. It is the start of the second quarter. So after one, you can see your Jones Ford scoreboard there. Mingus 6, Flagstaff 0. That's Flagstaff continuing to drive downfield, although penalties are plaguing them a little bit here, as they're going to line up in their shotgun formation and see what Chase can do. Chase is going to get set, make sure his men are on the line, takes a snap. He's going to look right up the field. Oh, just overthrows Jake Weidinger, the big tight end / wide receiver for the Eagles, and just overthrows him on that. And that's going to be another incompletion for Chase. And I'll tell you, the Marauders have got to take full advantage of any of those incompletions. Before that play, Chase Brown is 3 of 4 for 67 yards. So that's great statistics there by a freshman quarterback. Honestly, it's incredible. He is going to develop and play really, really well over the next few seasons. as he sets up his Eagles again. He's in the shotgun formation, takes a snap. He's going to drop back, looks to the flats. He's got Reef out there on the flats. And Reef is going to go maybe a yard. He might get a yard on that one. It's going to be a completion for Chase. And that is going to be a long 4th down play. I'd imagine we'll see the Eagles punt here. Good coverage out there by Senna. You see Senna playing defense out there, and that's just a nice open field tackle. Breaks down, bends his knees, gets low, makes a nice tackle on Tanner Reef. As the Eagles are in punt formation right now. Just awaiting the snap here. Looks like Xavier deep to receive this one. It's a good kick. And it looks like it's going to take an Eagles bounce, and it doesn't. It sticks and bounce back for the Marauders. And they're just going to down it. They're going to down it. Looks like maybe the 38-yard line or so, and the Marauders will take over. So that's another 3 and out for Mingus. They've done a great job all night defensively. I know Chase has got 67 yards in the air. Might be 68 now with that last pass play, but Marauders doing a good job of at least containing him, not giving him the huge play. He's got the flats open, but no huge plays so far for the Eagles, as the Marauders, with another 3 and out, take over on downs. And Camacho's going to line up under center. He's going to hand off to the right side, and it's going to be blown dead. It's going to be blown dead, and Mackay just kind of stopped running, so we knew that there was some kind of penalty on that, and we'll see what the refs are going to call this one. The Marauders are going to line right back up again. Maybe they weren't set. I don't think the officials were set on that one, as they don't move it at all. Camacho takes the snap. He's going to hand it to the right side. Same play, and it's going to go nowhere. Mackay gets stood up right at the line of scrimmage, and that's where that tough average comes in when you're running back and you just hit a wall like that. It's honestly just a nice job of Mackay not taking any negative yardage there as he stays at the line of scrimmage. So Flagstaff getting a little bit of confidence as the refs blow the whistle again, almost in timeout fashion, but it's this time some kind of an equipment issue there, as Xavier Machado runs off the field. Seth Brulin runs onto the field for the Marauders. And there you see Isaiah Latham gets set up at the center. Camacho goes under center here. Just awaiting the snap. He's going to take the snap, and he's going to hand it off to Mackay right up the middle. It's just a 21 trap right to the left side of the line of scrimmage, and Mackay is not going to go far at all. He's going to maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they mark him. And there's a flag coming in late as the Marauders are going back to the huddle. So let's see. That can't be good for Mingus. And it looks like maybe some kind of a, hope there wasn't no John out there, because it's really going to hurt. And that's going to be a huge penalty. So that's obviously something verbal out there, unsportsmanlike against the Marauders, and it's going to back them up a lot. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty when they were already struggling there. That's going to make it a really long 3rd down. You can obviously see the Marauders are going to huddle up on this one, take their time, because they have a lot of yards to go. It is 3rd and 25 here. Marauders at their own, looks like 25-yard line, and they need to get to the 50 to make this 1st down happen. As we see Camacho in the shotgun position, waiting for the snap. There it is. Camacho's going to roll out a little bit. He's going to take off with it. He's going to run to the right side, get a block, and get to the edge, and goes out right at the 40. So he's able to get the 15 yards back. And there's another flag on the field. In the backfield of the Marauders, that's by the back judge. So let's see what happened on that play there. It's going to be a hold. It's going to be a hold. So that's going to set the Marauders back even more. Yikes, that is not what the Marauders wanted to have happen on their 3rd possession here, and that's just, you got to go back to the sidelines and take some notes on that first drive that they had, which was almost perfect. I mean, besides one play going for negative yards, they were perfect on that opening drive, and now here we see a 3rd and forever. It's 3rd and forever. So they need to get to, Marauders are at right now the 10-yard line. They need to get to the 50. So this is a 3rd and 40 here. We'll see what Coach Montebias has lined up for this one. Camacho takes a snap under center, and it's just going to be a handoff. It's going to be a handoff, looks like to Bruland, and Bruland's just going to ground and pound, try to get his punter some space to boot this one downfield, and that's exactly what he does. Bruland doesn't go too far. Let's see, the Marauders are going to huddle up on this one, and I'm sure this will obviously be a punt. Just try to get yourself some space back there, as obviously that drive did not go the way the Marauders wanted. You see the Jones Ford scoreboard, 6-0. Mingus leads Flagstaff here as the Marauders about to punt to the Eagles. Dirkleck standing right on the goal line there, his own end zone, waiting for the snap. There it is, good snap. Huge kick, that's a good kick. Looks like maybe it's going a little bit to the right, and it's going to take a Mingus bounce. And looks like go out maybe at the Mingus 40 or so. So Flagstaff won't have too long of a field to go. Yeah, I think they're going to mark it right at the 40. So Flagstaff will have really good field position here. 9 minutes, 10 seconds until halftime. We have the Josh Longfellow Excavating halftime show coming up. We'll talk about this game. We'll see some homecoming festivities out on the field. We'll see our kings and queens out there. And it's so exciting on homecoming night. It is lit here in the cave. You got all the cheerleaders popping, the mascots down there, a lot of alum walking around. I got my Letterman jacket on. Here we go. Chase takes a snap. He's going to hand off right to Caden, right up the middle, and what a good tackle. Makai Arnuato just tees him up. Great tackle. Curtis Glassman there to help out. And boy, they're going to give Caden a couple yards on that one. It was a good positive run for Caden, as his last runs are going for negative yardage. That one, he finds himself falling forward for a couple yards. Yeah, you saw the replay there on your screen. Just a big hit by Makai. Makai just kind of gets low and hits him hard. And here we go. Chase awaiting the snap in that shotgun formation, takes it. He's going to fake a handoff. He's looking around, lots of time. And he finds Jake Weidinger downfield, maybe 8 yards downfield, and the Marauders wrap him right up. So Contreras, looks like Glassman on the tackle too. You see Micah Allen out there, lots of help by the Marauders on that one. So Chase able to scramble around, and you see he does not look like a freshman quarterback. I mean, he really doesn't. He's able to find Jake Weidinger, and Jake just using that size. There you go, what a great shot on the field from our team here. And Jake Weidinger just able to catch that one and really fall down as the Marauders were all over him. As Chase in the shotgun formation again takes a snap. He's going to hand this one right off. And boy, lots of room to the outside. Caden is going to take that one down to, looks like maybe the 24-yard line, and the Eagles with a first down. A good rushing play from the Eagles. You see there the replay, just going to bounce that one to the outside. That's a fairly easy play. That's Caden Jensen rushing the ball for the Eagles, and finds himself at the first down marker and a little bit more. It's going to set up Flagstaff 1st and 10 at the Marauders 24-yard line, 24.5-yard line. As the athletic crew for the Eagles going to come out and tend to Caden. I didn't quite see if anything had happened. Oh, maybe just a helmet strap or something. I saw a signal by one of the referees out there, so I think he's going to be just fine. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary on that play besides just a good run by Caden Jensen right to the outside. The Marauders got to be careful on that one. Flagstaff's been trying to go up the middle. That time they bounce it out, able to get the first down. As we kind of wait and see, it looks like the refs are over there tending to Tanner Reeve. Looks like they're looking at his helmet. He's got his helmet off, and they're just kind of all working on it. You got some of the trainers out there, the refs over there, so I would imagine we might see him come out, but they're standing on the field just kind of waiting. There you see our Mingus cheer team getting the alumni homecoming crowd fired up. A lot of festivities this week, I'm sure. I remember Coach Bob Young, when he was here at Mingus for homecoming week, jumped off this huge fire engine ladder onto a big soft bed, and man, I'll tell you, that was our pep rally, and it was exciting. It was cool. It pumped us up, I'll tell you that. And Marauders seem to be pumped up tonight. As you can see on the Jones Ford scoreboard there, 6-0. Mingus has the lead over Flagstaff right now, with just a missed extra point there by Mingus. Nonetheless, they have the lead. Chase is waiting in the shotgun, takes a snap. He's going to drop back. He doesn't really drop back too far, and he's got Holden on the sidelines. And boy, Holden Senna, what a nice catch. And I'll tell you, Chase just does a nice job. He did not drop back far. He dropped back far enough to get that one over to Holden Senna. And boy, Holden Senna has been one of the main weapons tonight. I told you we're going to see Holden Senna and Jake Leidinger all night for the Eagles. There he is. Good catch, really good play. Chase knew exactly where he was going with that. As Chase lines up now in the shotgun formation. First down for Flagstaff at the Mingus 10-yard line. And he's going to find a wide receiver who's only going to he's going to catch that one and only going to go a little bit, and that's Wyatt Ramsgate. It was just a quick throw out to the flats, and there is a penalty on that. We'll see what the call is. Well, it looks like an illegal block, and that's going to go on Mingus. So I wonder if maybe there was somebody going at the knees. You can't double team linemen. They're going to call that, looking out for the safety of our players, high school football. And that is going to move Flagstaff really close. As you can see there, Flagstaff is on the 4-yard line. It's going to be first and goal, Eagles at the Marauders 4-yard line. As Chase Brown awaits the shotgun snap. There it is. He's going to drop back just a foot, and he's going to find his wide receiver, Jake, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Just right to the edge. Jake Weidinger catches that one and untouched. Really, really good execution. Really good air attack from the Eagles. You can see the replay here. Chase doesn't even need to drop back that far. And he's able to find Jake Weidinger, and Weidinger catches that one and walks right into the end zone. That's going to put the Mingus and Flagstaff tied up here for rivalry and homecoming week as Flagstaff looks to take a slight lead here with the extra point. Looks like Tanner Reef kicking for the Eagles. Boy, I knew we'd have a good one tonight in the Grand Canyon region. And here's Reef. It's up. It looks good, and it is good. So Flagstaff, is going to take a 7-6 lead over the Marauders. Marauders will get the ball back when we return right after this.
7-6.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Homecoming week for the Mingus Marauders, and they just fall short right now. It's 7-6 Flagstaff as Flagstaff looks to kick this one off. Still 6 minutes, 56 seconds until halftime. Flagstaff boots that one deep. That's going to be Reef kicking that one deep. Return by the Marauders, and that's going to be Seth Brulin on the return. He's going to reverse field a little bit, and he's going to go past the 30, it looks like. Just a nice juke move, a little bit of a face mask there. Not quite sure if the ref saw that. We have the privilege of having the cameras all over the place, so we saw it. But nonetheless, good return by Seth. The Marauders will bring that one out to, it looks like they're going to give him the 30, where his forward progress was. And the Marauders are going to take over and try to go down and get some more points on the board here as Flagstaff leads Mingus 7-6. Just a missed extra point away, as you can see on the Jones Ford scoreboard. And we're down to 6 minutes and 44 seconds left until the Josh Longfellow excavation halftime show. And we see Camacho in the shotgun. Oh no, he's going to go under center this time as Flagstaff shows a little bit of blitz, and they're going to back off a little bit. Camacho's going to take the snap, hand that one to Mackay. Mackay's swallowed up in the backfield. Nowhere to go. Looks like that was going to be number 8, and I don't have a number on that. Maybe it was Jake Weidinger out there for the Eagles, and what a good tackle. I mean, right, and that was 0. Cooper Halstead on the tackle. That's what it was, 0. And you can see the replay here. Cooper Halstead gets right in the backfield and takes Mackay down. That's going to be a loss. It's going to be a couple-yard loss there for the Marauders. We'll see how they rebound on this play here. They're still taking their time getting to the line of scrimmage. It wasn't not hurry up like we saw in that first possession. We see a little bit of confusion there as Camacho's pointing to the sidelines. As Dixon ran off, and here we have Seth Brulin coming on. And he's going to have to get the play real quick as he jogs by Camacho. Camacho under center. And he's going to take the snap. It's a pitch out to Dirkelek. Dirkelek's going to take this one to the outside. Will he get there? No, he will not. It's a nice tackle, and that's Tanner Reef on the tackle for the Eagles. And they may give him a yard on that. I'm not quite sure. Dirkelek does a nice job of trying to use that speed to get to the outside, but Tanner Reef does a really nice job of just using that containment there. And the Eagles force the Marauders into a 3rd and long. Marauders are at their own 30-yard line trying to drive. But right now facing a 3rd and 10 as Camacho gets the play from Coach Montebayas on the sidelines. Great to see some of the alum on the sidelines there. Homecoming week, a lot of festivities, and we're going to see a lot during the halftime show tonight too. As the Marauders look to add to their score right now. Camacho's going to take the snap, roll out to the left. He's got plenty of room. He's going to try to bounce it to the outside, and he does, and he gets pushed out just before the 40. So that's going to be about a generous spot for the Eagles. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 37. So it's going to leave a 4th and 3 for the Marauders. And boy, I would imagine we're going to see a punt, but you never know. Coach Montebayas has made some great calls this season. You never know what we might get here on homecoming / rivalry night. I love saying that. It's not often you get your rival on homecoming night. Usually makes for an awesome game, which we have right now. 7-6, Flagstaff has the lead. Marauders looking to punt the ball right now, and it's going to be a false start. It's going to be a false start. Everybody on the Marauders line went except for the long snapper. So that'll back the Marauders up a little bit more. And, you know, we've seen some huge punts from Dirkelek, so nothing the Marauders are scared of. Dirkelek knows how to boot that ball downfield. Last punt wasn't the best, but we've seen a couple massive punts by Dirkelek before, and we're going to need it now. As coach gives Contreras the official play there, he runs into the huddle. Marauders going to have to come up with a huge stop here as they're definitely going to have to punt this ball away now. Now it's a 4th and 8. Dirkelek waiting for the snap to boot this one away. And let's see, clean, good snap. And Dirkelek boots that one hard, and that's really high. What a good kick. Flagstaff's gonna catch it at the 30, and the Marauders are all over him. All over him. Seth Brulin with a great tackle, and I think they may get the Marauders for a face mask there. We're about to see. You saw the flag get thrown on that one, and boy, I don't know. That was just a really, really good play by the Marauders. What a huge punt there by Dirkelek. Yeah, I can't quite tell what it's going to be here as the officials meet up to talk about this one. If that goes against Mingus, that's a couple huge penalties in the last couple drives that are really going to hurt them. And let's see what the ump calls here. And that's exactly what it's going to be, a face mask on the Marauders. So didn't quite see the number, but whoever it was on a great coverage and just clipped the top of his helmet. I mean, it wasn't a blatant face mask by any means, just grazed it. And for all you young players out there, just keep your hands away from the face. They're going to call it. If they see it, they're going to call it. It's all player safety. So Marauders guilty on that one. And that'll move Flagstaff all the way, boy, almost into Marauders territory already. That's going to put Flagstaff at their own 45-yard line. 5 minutes, 31 seconds until halftime. You can see Flagstaff waiting kind of for the lineup here. We're waiting for the officials to get us set. As you see, Cam Davis out there talking up with Jahir Hernandez. Those guys going over the game plan on the line of scrimmage. Out on the edge, Isaiah Latham, Curtis Glassman on the other edge. And boy, here comes what looks like another penalty. And it's going to be a personal foul on the Marauders. And the Marauders and an ejection.
Against the Marauders.
Interesting. So an ejection and another personal foul, and I didn't see who it was even on. So maybe verbal? Waiting to see what comes of this here. Looks like Makai Allen is not in the lineup right now, but I don't see any players leaving the field. But the ref definitely signaled an ejection and a personal foul. So let's see, and that's going to give the Eagles great field position as Chase is in the shotgun formation. He gets the snap. He's going to drop back just a second. He's got hardly any time, gets it off and completes it out to Tanner Reef. That is just amazing. I mean, that's a freshman quarterback that you watch. He's got no time at all. He gets drilled, but he gets that ball off just in time for Tanner Reef to catch it, and that's good for 4 yards. That's Isaiah Latham on the pressure there, and you can't get better pressure as a defensive lineman. He just ran straight to Chase. So 2nd and about 7. Chase in the shotgun, takes a snap. He's going to give the handoff right up the middle. And he's going to go a couple yards. Isaiah Latham there on the tackle. And that's going to be Nicholas Padilla on the carry for the Eagles. As he gets a few on that play. Again, Isaiah Latham putting in work last couple plays. He's been the Marauder on the tackle. And I'll tell you, it's been the Marauders' penalties that have plagued them thus far. I'm still not quite sure what happened with that ejection. I'm going to have to get you an update during the halftime show as Chase is in the shotgun formation, takes a snap. He's got not a lot of time as he's dropping back. He finds nobody. Incomplete pass, and it looks like they're going to throw a flag on Ethan Jones for hitting the quarterback possibly late. And boy, oh boy, is the Marauders sidelines not happy. Neither is this homecoming crowd, but let's see what comes of this, as now we see the ref throw his hat, which indicates another penalty. As, boy, you hate to see it. I mean, Chase Brown is down on the field, and you have a couple of Marauders looking like they're losing their cool, and you don't like to see that. I know it's homecoming and it's a rivalry game, but you gotta stay focused and keep your temper down there. As obviously Ethan Jones didn't do anything, you know, brutal or malicious or anything. Hopefully Chase is okay. He must have just got tackled. The Marauders doing a good job of getting pressure. And yeah, Chase is going to make it off the field, and it's a couple personal fouls. Oof. Ouch, that is really going to hurt the Marauders. Wow, really going to hurt the Marauders. It's going to be a huge first down for the Eagles. And as you can see, the Eagles have the lead on the Marauders right now, 7-6 on your Jones Ford scoreboard. Only 4 minutes, 14 seconds left until half. And I'll tell you, it has not been the Eagles offense that's carried them downfield. It's been penalties plaguing the Marauders. And now the Eagles will have a first down at the 8.5-yard line, 1st and goal. So, wow, what a turn of events. Flagstaff does not have the yardage on this one, but Mingus with their penalties really, really hurting them. And it looks like we have Holden Senna in the shotgun formation playing quarterback while Chase gets 10-2 on the sidelines. Senna's going to take the handoff, and he's going to run right out to the right. That's a designed run, almost like a wildcat play. And Isaiah Latham, none other than the big guy doing a lot of work for the Marauders, is waiting for him there. And we haven't seen Big Nick Choate back out on the field, so hopefully he's okay. And sure, he's still being tended to.
Isaiah Latham of the Marauders.
As we see, Latham will make a great play defensively with Holden Senna playing the quarterback position. And Holden Senna playing the quarterback position in the shotgun formation again, awaiting the snap. And it's a bad snap. It goes over, it hits his hands, goes over his head, and he's running back to get it, and he's got it, taken down by Ethan Jones. Nice, fortunate play there for the Marauders. Marauders are going to get a negative play, and that's going to back the Eagles up to the Marauders' 15-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 15. So the Marauders doing a good job of pushing the Eagles back a little bit, and we'll see what the defense can come up with on this next play. Nice job by Ethan Jones on that one. Marauders almost come up with a fumble. It's just a bad snap. Just hits him in the hands. And look at that. There we go. Chase Brown is back on the field. Great to see. Chase in the shotgun formation, gets the snap, drops back to pass it, puts it up in the air. Does he have his receiver? He does. What an incredible catch. Incredible throw, an incredible catch. And boy, Jake Weidinger holding center. These guys are fired up on the Flagstaff sidelines. What a throw and what a catch. My goodness gracious, this young quarterback is going to be a force to reckon with in the future. Now you can see the nice job on the field cam there. That's, I believe, Niko down there on the field cam. Oh, what an outstanding job, and that's just unfortunate for the Marauders, this Flagstaff. That's an amazing passing play, really. And we'll see, there was a penalty on that, so the score hasn't changed just yet. Wow, illegal man downfield for the Eagles. Wow, and that's going to wipe away the touchdown and make it 4th down and really, really long. Wow, Marauders getting away with a little bit of grief here. They're really thanking the Flagstaff Eagles for now taking their own penalties. So Flagstaff now with a huge 4th down. I wonder what we'll see here. It is 4th and goal from the 20. 2 minutes, 44 seconds left until halftime. Let's see what the Eagles do here as Chase is in the shotgun formation, waiting the snap, and it looks like Flagstaff is going to take a timeout. So they're going to think about it. We'll take a break with them. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Choose the region's most comprehensive heart program. Choose care close to home. Choose world-class surgeons. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
Choose precision. Choose innovation. Choose robotic-assisted knee and hip replacement. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
Back here in the cave, 2 minutes, 44 seconds left until halftime, and Flagstaff was just at the 8-yard line with a 1st and goal, and with a string of penalties, find themselves at the 20, and it's 4th and goal. So Mingus plaguing themselves with penalties, followed up by Flagstaff. So Flagstaff with a huge 4th down. And you wonder if maybe they were going to try some sort of field goal. They're at the 20, and it's 4th and goal. But no, Chase is lined up in the shotgun formation, awaiting the snap. He's going to take the snap, drop back. He does not move really at all, and he finds Jake Weidinger. No, great coverage on that play. That's Xavier Machado. What great coverage, just gets up, gets in Jake Weidinger's face and does not let him bring that one in. And that's going to be Mingus football. They're going to take over on downs. And Mingus finds himself a great opportunity to possibly take a lead here with 2 minutes, 37 seconds left until halftime. You can see there on your screen, Jones Ford scoreboard shows Flagstaff 7, Mingus 6. Real good one here in the Grand Canyon region. Rivalry game, homecoming game. Just a ton going on here at the Cave, and it's awesome to see. Tons of fans here tonight, and they're making it known. As we see Camacho in the shotgun formation for the Marauders. He's going to take the snap, look right out to the flats. He's going to airmail this one. Airmail right over Contreras' hands, and he wishes he had that one back. It was just a quick throw out to the flat, and he overthrows Contreras, and I love that. Love that sportsmanship. Contreras goes right back to the huddle and gives them a high five. They know they just didn't connect, and that's the kind of team chemistry that you build over playing week after week with each other, and that's okay. You just move on to the next play. Marauders not finding any success right now through the air. And I'll tell you, that opening drive the Marauders had, their first drive was all rushing plays, and it was really, really something to watch. As we see Isaiah Latham line up in the shotgun formation. Camacho's waiting the snap as a couple of Marauders getting set still. Man in motion is Dirkelect, and they're going to blow this one dead. Looks like they may catch. Now, I know Ethan Jones was a little late setting up. but it looked like he got there. And no, they're gonna call false start. So it's a keen eye on the game, and that's gonna back the Marauders up. And yikes, Marauders have got to avoid some penalties. The last couple of possessions they've had it, they've really, really plagued themselves. As we've kind of seen both teams do that. Marauders huddled up now, waiting for the play, and Seth Brulin's going to run it in. He's going to tag Machado out. Great to see Seth in there. See Seth used as a running back. He's the second leading rusher for the Marauders on the season. Also use him in a wide receiver format, and there he goes out to the edge. In the backfield is Camacho and Mackay, and Camacho takes a shotgun snap, takes a couple steps back. He's under pressure, and he's got nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down at the 5-yard line. He tries to spin around and get out away from pressure, and he just meets the Eagles right in the backfield, and that is going to be, boy, Emiliano Armijo for the Eagles on defense. And boy, what a nice job the Eagles do there, just bottling Camacho up. And that's not what the Marauders wanted to do. Now it is 3rd and really, really long. And it is going to be a timeout. I didn't quite see which side. I remember Mingus taking that timeout. But with that, we will take a timeout, and we will be right back.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Back here at the Cave, the Marauders face a 3rd and very, very long from almost their own end zone. As Camacho takes a snap, he's going to roll out, rolling through his own end zone, throws it deep. He's got Contreras, maybe? No. Contreras, the crowd wants a flag. The Mingus sidelines wants a flag. They're not going to get it. They are not going to get it. Contreras turns around to get the ball. And boy, a little bit of physicalness there from the Flagstaff DBs, but not enough to draw the penalty. You can see Contreras puts his hands on his head there. He wants that one back. He wants to run that play again. Camacho does a nice job rolling out, throws it deep downfield, and boy, I'll tell you what, Tanner Reef was on the coverage for the Eagles, and that's just a fortunate no call for the Eagles, because there was definitely a little bit of contact there. And the Marauders, 4th down, I'd imagine we're going to see him try to punt it deep. Not a good situation for Mingus, as they're going to leave just under 2 minutes left. Dirkolek awaits the punt in his own end zone. He's going to get it. Good clean snap. Gets there. Good boot there by Dirkolek. It's going to be caught and fielded by Senna for the Eagles. And Senna's running downfield. He's at the 35, trying to get to the 20. And he gets to maybe the 24-yard line. So good return there by Senna. After, a seemingly okay punt there by Dirkolek. He can only do what he can do and kick that ball up. Senna knew he was going to boot it pretty far downfield. Does a good job punt receiving on that one. And Marauders have a true test of defensive grit here. 1 minute, 40 seconds left in the half. The Eagles have the edge on the Marauders right now, 7-6. And we're going to see Chase Brown line up in that shotgun formation. There it is. Chase is going to await the snap here. He's dropping back. He's going to roll out right. He's got it. And he finds Jake Whitinger. Jake Whitinger cutting through the middle. Goes right out to the flat. Cuts in and gets tackled by Ethan Jones. Just short of the 1st down. So a 9-yard play there. Chase Brown to Jake Whitinger. A combination that the Eagles have called and seen all season long. And Chase is going to line up in that shotgun formation again. 2nd and inches for the Eagles as they are at the, looks like just about the 15-yard line. He's going to take the snap. Real fast throw right to the middle. And that's going to be enough for the 1st down. Just a quick throw to Senna. Senna does not get any yards after the catch. Just kind of runs upfield for 2 yards, turns around and catches that ball thrown by Chase. And I'll tell you, that's really good execution by the Eagles. This passing attack is no joke that Flagstaff brings.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 11. Chase in the shotgun formation, gets the snap. He's going to throw it right into the end zone. And nope, he could not find Jake Weidinger. Xavier Machado there on the coverage. Nice coverage, and he just overthrows Jake. Really good coverage, but there was nowhere to get it to him. Well, good job by the Marauders DBs. As, again, this is just gut check time for Mingus. You do not want to let the Eagles get a bigger lead right now, as your Jones Ford scoreboard shows the Eagles have the edge 7-6, 39 seconds left till half. And the Eagles are threatening. Chase in the shotgun formation takes a snap, and there's a flag. Let's see what this is going to be, a false start. FAR official signaling false start, so that's going to back the Eagles up a little more. And I'll tell you, that is just kind of the theme here of this second quarter, is the penalties not allowing either team to move downfield and or score. And Flagstaff gets moved back. So they're going to be at about the 15-yard line now. It is 2nd and almost goal, 2nd to the 1-yard line. And Chase takes a snap. He's going to look right, throw left, and wow, almost had Senna, but I'll tell you who saw it first, Makai Arnuato. That's nice coverage there by Makai, as Holden Senna did not turn around quick enough for Chase. Chase just let that one rip, and the only person on the field that saw that was Makai Arnuato, and he almost comes up with an interception there. And I'll tell you, that's really good defense there by the Marauders. 3rd down and long, even though Flagstaff is on the Marauders' 21-yard line, still threatening, especially when you got wide receivers like the Eagles do and a good quarterback. Chase Brown in the shotgun formation, waiting the snap. He's going to get it, good clean snap. Throws it deep, he's got in the end zone, and no good. Nice coverage there by Dirkolek. Dirkolek gets a hand on it and does just a beautiful job of not trying to catch it, not trying to beat the wide receiver, just making sure he bats that ball down. And that's going to be a timeout by the Eagles. The Eagles are going to think about it. And we'll take a timeout with them. We got 30 seconds left when we get back.
For 30 years, Roxu screen printers have provided Northern Arizona with clean, crisp, quality screen printing. They work with you to make the right choices in creating the right artwork and message to put forth your best image. Choose from brand name products and even fashion-forward designs, including caps, tees, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. Make Roxu your choice for work and sports uniforms, workwear, resort wear, and more. Find out more at rokzootees.com. Roxu screen printers in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock.
Welcome back to the Cave. 30 seconds left until halftime. And here we go. The Eagles lined up for the field goal. They are at the Marauders' 15-yard line. Trying to add to their 7-6 lead are the Eagles. It's Tanner Reef awaiting the snap. The kick is up and blocked. It is blocked, and boy, Ethan Jones almost comes up with it. And they're not going to blow this dead. That's going to be picked up by Contreras. Contreras is going to try to find a lane to run through. He's not going to get anywhere. And I'll tell you what, if Ethan Jones did not think the play was dead, he could have had a great chance to pick that up and run the other way. Nonetheless, the Marauders defensively get the job done. 17 seconds left until halftime. I don't think we're going to see any sort of deep ball downfield or anything from the Marauders, but you never know. We'll see. 17 seconds left until the half. You can see on your Jones Ford scoreboard, the Eagles have the edge right now, 7-6 over the Marauders. And Mingus takes over on offense at their own 15, 16. So they're going to get the snap, hand it right off to Makai, play it safe. It's a really good call. Makai's only going to fall forward for maybe 1 or 2 yards on that play. Good sportsmanship there, you see by Dirkolek. And I think both teams are going to let the clock run out here, and Boy, we got a great game on homecoming night. Right now, the Eagles have the lead 7-6 over the Marauders at the half. What a great football game in the Grand Canyon region. It's homecoming, it's halftime, and we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, plenty of reviewing of the game. We got homecoming festivities and an awesome look at the keys to the game coming back from halftime. We'll be right back after this.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $16 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Yavapai College has many degree and certificate programs to get you on track to a rewarding, well-paying career in a variety of industries such as healthcare, manufacturing, construction, elementary education, and art. Fall semester starts on August 15th, so there's still time to register. Visit us online today at yc.edu/admission to connect with your future career.
The right vehicles, the right people, the right price. Make Jones Ford of Verde Valley the right place to buy. Choose from our new in-stock Ford selection or custom order just the way you want it. Buy pre-owned with peace of mind with Jones Ford's lifetime powertrain warranty at no extra cost. Plus, drive a little, save a lot. Jones Ford is your tax advantage destination. So, for the right vehicles at the right price, make the right choice. Jones Ford Verde Valley, family owned and operated for over half a century. Just off I-17 in Camp Verde.
Welcome back to the Cave, Marauders halftime show, Longfellow Excavating halftime show. No job too big or too small. Longfellow Excavating does it all. Septic installation, drainage, grading, and much more. Call Josh Longfellow for a free quote, 928-300-3792. That's 928-300-3792. And boy, oh boy, do we have a great halftime in store tonight. As you can see, the homecoming king and queen nominees are walking the field. Tons of alumni here tonight in the Cave Marauders Stadium, and it's awesome to see. It brings back a lot of great memories. Told you earlier in the broadcast about the pep rally that I had my senior year with our head coach jumping off a big fire engine ladder onto a big pad, and he was wearing a cape, and it was a ton of fun. And here you see our couples, our nominees out on the field. And boy, what a great game we have tonight. It's right now Flagstaff 7, Mingus 6, in our homecoming halftime show tonight. And boy, it has not been a lot of scoring. Mingus opened up the scoring with just a great drive. I mean, a phenomenal drive downfield, their very first possession, and able to take the lead on the Eagles 6-0. The extra point was just kicked right into the line of scrimmage. It was a low line drive kick. And so no good on that. And then Flagstaff answered a couple possessions later with obviously their passing attack. The Flagstaff Eagles have shown great passing game. We knew they were going to go through the air, and they're still good. I mean, Holden Senna, great wide receiver, Jake Weidinger. These are guys that started last year in that great game against Mingus. And we'll take a pause there to see Makai Arnuato, a few of the football players out there. That's great to see those guys getting involved. And in the locker room, those guys are all cheering each other on. And there you have it. That is going to be your king and queen right there. Congratulations to Makai Arnuato and Kaylee Leesons. That's amazing. That's a great honor, and you can see those guys cheesing down on the field. That's just absolutely awesome as they're going to take their seats. And obviously, Makai's going to get a lot of love in the locker room from the guys, and what a great Photoshop down there going on, and all the other couples around them. Homecoming festivities here at Mingus High School, and I love to see it. You got all the lawn chairs in the other end zone over there. You got some of our cheerleaders on the Flagstaff sides. Everybody's just getting cheered on tonight. I absolutely love it. As the junior couples are going to make their way to the middle, and there's all your winners there. They're going to take a great homecoming picture. Talk about never forgetting. That's a special moment down there for these players. Really, really special to be able to participate in the game, and as well as these homecoming royalties. So congratulations to the Marauders down there, all of them. And I'm sure the players are going to need some water and a quick break to come out here, because I'll tell you, we got an absolute dogfight on our hands. As you see, the Jones Ford scoreboard shows Flagstaff right now has the lead over Mingus 7-6, and it's just been a close one and really a tale of penalties. I mean, Flagstaff got really, really close to going up by another touchdown, and they were at the 8-yard line, 1st and goal, and ended up getting backed up to the 20. It was 4th and goal from the 20, and that was just from penalties. So illegal shift penalties specifically. One of them was a illegal man downfield, and then the Marauders were not able to get anything going on their 3rd and 4th possessions of the game. As a matter of fact, they were able to accumulate in total 100 yards so far of penalties. So that's a lot, and we've seen a couple personal fouls. We have an ejection. I didn't quite see the player who was ejected. It could have been a coach as well. I don't want to speculate too much on that, just because I'm not sure. And how cute is that? How cute is that? You got the youngsters out down on the field, and that's just so special. Homecoming night, you're seeing on your screen there. Our king and queen have been announced. Our king is Makai Arnuato, also the king of our rushing this season, and Kaylee Leesons. So congrats to them, their senior homecoming king and queen, as they make their way off of the field. And I'll tell you, we lined up and went through some of our senior goals in my senior year, and I could never forget my parents dressing up as Marauders. That's right, my parents were dressed up as pirates when we walked. And I would say I'm embarrassed, but I'm not, because it gave me the chance to tell this story season after season at homecoming, and people love it. There's a picture floating around somewhere out there. I know it's been on a previous broadcast, and we're going to shout out to my parents. They were amazing in that, dressing up and getting into the school spirit. So I appreciate them so much. They made it obviously a super memorable night, as it will be for all of these seniors out here and juniors and sophomores, as they just participated in the homecoming royalties. And boy, we have a good game on our hands. We'll talk about some more keys to the game as the Mingus sidelines is going through some of their royalties right now. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back right after this.
Beyond just our family and friends.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle. Get Gettles and go Marauders. Call Rick or Scott Stokes at Sun Country Custom Woodworks about cabinets for every purpose and every budget. Sun Country Custom Woodworks can custom build cabinets for your dream kitchen or bath, adding tremendous value to your home. Organize the garage and store stuff right with a call to Sun Country. And ask about money-saving options, including modular cabinet choices. You know, your cabinets may not be from this century. For ideas, start at suncountrywoodworks.com.
Choose the region's most comprehensive heart program. Choose care close to home. Choose world-class surgeons. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
Choose precision. Choose innovation. Choose robotic-assisted knee and hip replacement. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
For 30 years, Roxu screen printers have provided Northern Arizona with clean, crisp, quality screen printing. They work with you to make the right choices in creating the right artwork and message to put forth your best image. Choose from brand name products and even fashion-forward designs, including caps, tees, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. Make Roxu your choice for work and sports uniforms, workwear, resort wear, and more. Find out more at rokzootees.com. Roxu screen printers in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock.
Back at the Cave for Mingus Homecoming 2022 against the Flagstaff Eagles. What a great game we have, and we just saw the homecoming queen and king announced, Makai Arnuato and Kaylee License. Congratulations to both of you. As the festivities continue to happen there, you see the cheer team. And let's go through some of the scoring plays here, which not many of. Mingus, first quarter, 4-yard run by Makai Arnuato, and again, that was after a really long drive, so Marauders took the lead 6-0 with a failed extra point. And then in the second quarter, it's a 4-yard touchdown pass from Chase Brown to Jake Weidinger, and Reif with a good extra point. So Flagstaff takes the lead 7-6. Now with 30 seconds left in the half, field goal attempt blocked by none other than our big guy, Isaiah Latham. I mean, what a beast on the line of scrimmage, able to get it done in so many different aspects of the game. And I'll tell you, he's been a crucial part of the Marauders' success. And just to touch on the big guys even more, we saw in the very beginning of the game, Big Nick Choate go down, trying to get you some kind of an update on Big Nick down there, because he, just like Isaiah Latham, a workhorse on that line of scrimmage, not taking anything away from Noah Wallowitz, Cam Davis, Jahir Hernandez. These guys are playing great all season long, and they're going both ways too. So not a lot of wear and tear on your body left for the season, and we're more than halfway through now. But nonetheless, I'll try to get you an update on Big Nick Choate as he went down in the beginning of the game, kind of walked off and held his arm, maybe his shoulder a little bit. So we'll see. Hopefully the big man's okay, because he is going to be a crucial part of trying to get a win in the Grand Canyon region, which seems to be tough to do. Marauders found some success early on in the season, picking up a few wins, and here we are in the Grand Canyon region having some really, really, really tough games. Granted, we do have some good top contenders, a lot of playoff chances for the Grand Canyon region, as Prescott, Bradshaw, Lee Williams, Coconino, all of them trying to fight for a playoff spot. So Mingus this first half against the Eagles. Again, Mingus trails 6-7, but Mingus in the first half, Camacho goes 0 for 3, 20 yards, 3 rushes. He sacked 1 time. So those 3 rushes, and that's why he got incomplete passes there. He doesn't have much time. One of them was a pass to Contreras in which it was questionable if there was contact there by the DB, which would have moved the sticks for sure for Mingus. But nonetheless, that comes back. Dirkelek, 26 yards on 5 carries. So that's, boy, how about a workhorse right there? And then Makai Arnuato, 49 yards on 14 carries. Kid's just a beast. Now, Mingus only at 95 yards of offense. So, boy, the Marauders are going to have to come out in this second half and do a better job of scoring. I mean, they absolutely have to. That first drive was the main chunk of their yardage, and it looked so good. They were in the hurry-up offense. They were able to execute really, really well. Their first 5 plays all went for positive yards, at least 3 or 4 yards or more, and then they kind of hit a wall. Now, penalties had a big play in that as well. Marauders at about 100 yards of penalties, so that is absolutely going to plague them. They're going to have to do a little bit better, clean it up this second half. Flagstaff in the first half, Chase Brown, 10 for 16, 102 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, talk about a freshman sensation. Really looking forward to seeing Chase in the years to come, because he's going to be a remarkable quarterback. This is a freshman we're talking about, stands 6'1", 160 pounds. And if he continues to play at the level that I'm seeing tonight, he's going to be a collegiate-style quarterback in his junior and senior year. So congrats to the Eagles for having Chase Brown back there. They're doing really good. Caden Jensen for the Eagles, 6 carries, 6 yards. Obviously, that's the toughest yard you can get. That's 1 yard a carry. We saw a couple of his carries go for negative yards, and then he had a bigger one, obviously. Holden Senna, 2 carries, -7 yards for the Eagles. Now, on the ground, the Eagles are -1. They have 101 total yards, -1 on the ground rushing. So, obviously, their main attack is through the air. Mingus has got to find a way to shut that down, as Chase Brown really shows off how good of a quarterback he is. And again, and I'll say it over and over, he's just a freshman. Now Holden Senna, 84 yards on 6 receptions. So you heard Senna's rushing, which was -7. Well, flip that around. Receiving the ball, he's got 84 yards. So that's awesome. And I'll tell you, they're just going out to the flat. Holden Senna's caught his main catches are running right out to the flat. Chase Brown is not thinking about it too much. He's just looking off one way and then turning around. He sees Senna, throws it out there, and Senna able to get 84 yards in the game so far. And Jake Weidinger, another wide receiver for the Eagles that we saw last year. This year, he's a senior. He's got 3 catches, 19 yards, and the touchdown for the Eagles. So the Eagles doing a great job through the air. Not the same on the rushing attack for Flagstaff. The Marauders have done so well defensively. And of course, our halftime show brought to you by Longfellow Excavating, licensed, bonded, and insured, family owned and operated with decades of experience. Call a former Marauder for a free quote. Josh Longfellow, 928-300-3792. Josh Longfellow again, 928-300-3792. And I can't ever forget Josh Longfellow, a alum as well. And I remember holding the on-field camera while he was running the football, and man, was that a fun running back to watch. And boy, I'll tell you what, the Marauders going to need to use Mekhi Nuado and more rushing attack right now to get back in front of the Eagles in this one, I should say, because it's not like it's a really good game. 7-6 right now. The Eagles are leading, and that's literally just by a missed extra point. As you can see, the homecoming festivities down on the ground there. And we got the alumni making their way down on the field, and it's fun to see the juniors and seniors walk and see their goals. Also see the homecoming king and queen crowned earlier. Mekhi Nuado is your homecoming king for 2022, and Kaylee License is your homecoming queen. So congrats to them. Those two were out there moments ago taking their chairs as the junior couples and sophomore couples were out there as well. Just a fun night here in the cave. Lots going on. A ton of alumni around. I love seeing all the camping chairs. The end zones have all the camping chairs. All the parents, grandparents, anybody you can is camped out underneath the scoreboard, which is just such a cool visual. Absolutely love it. As you see the Marauders come back out on the field and get their stretches in. We got the play clock says 2 minutes, 50 seconds left till game time. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we get back, we'll get into some Mingus warm-ups and get ready for the next half.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $16 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Back here at the Cave on homecoming night as the Eagles lead the Marauders 7-6 in a close Grand Canyon Region game. And this game not necessarily going for Grand Canyon Region champion because right now Grand Canyon Region being run by the Bradshaw Mountain Bears as they were tested early on in their season against some huge playoff contending teams. And not just playoff contending teams, but top 16 teams. So these are teams that are going to be playing at home in the playoffs that Bradshaw played, and that's why Bradshaw leads the Grand Canyon region right now as we see Flagstaff and Mingus here tonight looking for their first win in the region. So huge game when it comes to pride and grit in this Grand Canyon region, which I'll tell you, the Grand Canyon region has come a long way. A lot of these teams trying to make playoffs each year, and it obviously starts when you're playing in your own region. If you can win your region, it pretty much guarantees you a spot in playoffs. Now, Mingus and Flagstaff really don't have that option on the table anymore as both these teams are 0-2 in the region. And we see the Marauders out there warming up, getting ready for the second half. And boy, second half, some key adjustments have got to be made when it comes to the passing game. I mean, Chase Brown has had a lot of success all night, 100 yards through the air, just over that. And I'll tell you, I imagine we are going to see Chase come out throwing the ball again. And I don't think we're going to see too much of a rushing attack from the Eagles. The Marauders have been able to hold them to -1 yards on the ground. So good job there on that line of scrimmage by the Marauders. And again, that's without our big Nick Choate down there, as we still don't have an update. Hopefully he's going to be all right. He went out early in the game, kind of holding his shoulder, and Isaiah Latham, the other big guy down there on the Marauders, has just kind of been all over the place tonight. It's been awesome to watch. As we start this second half, Mingus is going to receive the ball this second half, so they're going to get the first chance to go down and get some points on the board. And I'll tell you, if they can have a first second half drive like they did to open the game, Marauders will be looking really, really good. With about 1:30 left until we kick this one off. We'll go over Bradshaw, Coconino are tied at 14 right now, so there's another close Grand Canyon region game. Coconino was up 40-0 at halftime last week on the Marauders. So the Marauders playing with a little sour taste in their mouth, and Coconino was just so good. I mean, so good, especially through the air. We didn't expect that. And they're tied with Bradshaw right now. So potentially your powerhouses in the region all tied up at 14. And we'll see Seth Brulin back deep to receive for the Marauders for the second half, as they look to make some magic here on homecoming. Keys for the Marauders, not only stopping Chase Brown through the air, who's been just a sensational freshman quarterback for the Eagles, but it's also maybe get rid of some of the penalties. You got to clean it up a little bit. I mean, really, you can't shoot yourself in the foot and back yourself up and have 3rd and 30s. I think we had a 4th and 40 earlier. That's not going to get the job done. It's putting your offense in a bad spot, and you just got to be careful. A couple personal foul penalties called on the Marauders, and they'll call really anything, especially verbal. That's been new the last decade here in high school football, and I support it. You don't need players trash talking out there, so Players got to watch their mouths when they're on the field. They're going to say anything like that bad, they're going to get penalized for it. And tonight we've seen a couple personal fouls. We've seen an ejection called out earlier. Not positive who that was. But we're going to have a good second half back here as we're awaiting the kickoff. Okay, we're waiting on, I got an update on Nick Choate there live as we go, and still waiting on an update. I think Nick Choate's mother gave us that update. She's still waiting to see what's going on. Not quite sure if it was a shoulder or arm. And here we go, second half underway as Marauders are going to look to return this one. It's Brulin, he's going to catch it at about the 15. Get down, he's going to slip. He's just going to slip right at about the 27-yard line, and he wants that one back. And he might be shaken up a little bit. Man, no, he's okay. He just slipped on that one. He wants that one back for sure. He just went to make a cut, and that cut was not happening. He just slid right down. So Marauders will take over, and they're going to be at their own 27-yard line, just about the 28-yard line. A huge drive here for Mingus as it's 1st and 10. First possession of the second half, here we go. Camacho's going to line up in the shotgun formation on this one. Waiting the snap as his receivers get set. He's going to take the snap, he's going to drop back, look around, then he's going to scramble. He's going to try to run in the middle and get out of the pocket, and he can't. He just can't. And that's going to be Cooper Halstead taking him down again. Cooper has been involved on a couple of big tackles for loss for the Eagles. And again, the passing game for the Marauders just has not been there tonight. And that's going to be a 5-yard loss for the Marauders as Cooper Halstead makes another great play. He's had a couple tackles for loss tonight. And I'll tell you, kid is an absolute athlete. Got a lot of size to him as well. You got to key in on him and maybe tag up some blocks. And here we go, the Marauders. After a 5-yard loss, 2nd and 15. Camacho's going to line up in the shotgun formation as everybody kind of gets set. Ethan Jones is going to tag out with Matthew Rodriguez going to run in there, take his place. As everybody's trying to get Rodriguez set on the line. And it looks like Camacho wants to call timeout. He does not want the penalty. Obviously, the Marauders are not set. Yeah, Marauders are going to use their timeout. They're going to opt not to take the penalty, and we'll take a quick break with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Call Rick or Scott Stokes at Sun Country Custom Woodworks about cabinets for every purpose and every budget. Sun Country Custom Woodworks can custom build cabinets for your dream kitchen or bath, adding tremendous value to your home. Organize the garage and store stuff right with a call to Sun Country. And ask about money-saving options, including modular cabinet choices. You know, your cabinets may not be from this century. For ideas, start at suncountrywoodworks.com.
Here at the Cave, 10 minutes, 48 seconds left. The second half is just underway here. And the Marauders backed up in their own zone here. It's 2nd and 15 as Camacho goes underneath center. He's going to take the snap, and he's got a couple guards pulling. He's going to pull out. This is a passing play. He's looking downfield, and he's got a man. Let's see if he brought it in bounds. Looks like no. Looks like it was for Ethan Jones, and it was just out of bounds. Ethan Jones tries to make a great play on it. And I mean, a good setup on the passing play. Marauders do a really good job play action where they fake the handoff one way. Camacho rolls out the other way with a guard to protect him. And Ethan Jones just out of bounds on that catch. So that's going to bring up third and 15, and the Marauders are sitting at their own 19-yard line. Well, just about the 20, and there must have been another penalty. They are walking the Marauders back even further. Wow. So the Marauders shooting themselves in the foot for all intents and purposes, and it is now 2nd and about 30, 2nd and 25 maybe. So let's see what Coach Monte Baez has in store. Marauders kind of carrying on the same way they ended the first half, penalizing themselves. As Camacho's going to go underneath center here from his own 9-yard line. He's going to fake the handoff, drop back. He's got some time, and he is going to be chased down there. Oh, he's going to get a couple yards, and Cooper Halstead is going to bring him down. How about that? Cooper Halstead already named him off a few times on this opening series for the Marauders. He's just wreaking havoc on Mingus right now. And you see Camacho, he had some time. Obviously, Flagstaff doing a good job with coverage downfield. And he just couldn't find anybody, and Cooper Halstead there to bring him down.
Third and long, Mingus.
You see Nate Dixon jog off the field, and Contreras will come back out with the play. And the Marauders have got to figure out a way to clean this up a little bit. The penalties are really hurting them. And it is third down at their own 9-yard line. To get the first down, they need to reach the 38-yard line. So Marauders in a little bit of a hole here. Camacho in the shotgun formation, awaiting the snap. He's going to get it. He's going to drop down. He's got plenty of pass coverage, and he's looking to run here. He's looking to juke, and he's going upfield, trying to get to the edge. He's not going to get there. He's going to go out at about the 20. He's going to pick up maybe 5 yards, and he just doesn't see anyone downfield again. Eagles with good coverage. You're going to see the replay here as Camacho takes that snap, runs out. He's got plenty of time, and yeah, somebody's just on everybody with the Eagles defense. They're playing very, very well in the secondary right now. And I would imagine here's another 4th and long with the Marauders backed up in their own zone. It's been a couple times we've seen this scenario tonight. And Dirkolek back to receive the snap. He's going to try to boot this one as far as he can. And there's the snap, clean snap. Dirkolek gets it off. It's high. It's long. And it's going to take a huge Marauder bounce. And it's go straight to Senna. Senna's going to pick this one up. Or sorry, that's Reef. Tanner Reef. And nice job there on the coverage. That's good coverage there by Dirkolek Brayson. So Dirkolek punts it downfield and then goes and makes a tackle. We saw that earlier with Camacho in the game on kickoffs. So there's your good athletes making plays all over the field. So Dirkolek with a far punt. But Tanner Reef with a pretty good return. He's going to set the Eagles up with good field position. Again, so Flagstaff ended the half with getting good field position on each drive. And now again in this second half, they are starting at what looks to be the Marauders' 40-yard line. So let's see. And it looks like they're talking it over where the spot's going to be. They haven't officially moved the chains yet. But regardless, it's going to be in this vicinity, and the Marauders defensively have to make another big stand and keep a keen eye on Chase Brown, the Flagstaff Eagles quarterback, who has had just a heck of a night. I mean, for being a freshman, this kid's got a lot of talent. It's going to be exciting to watch in the upcoming seasons. Chasen's that shotgun formation, awaiting the snap. He's going to get it. He's going to drop right back, looking for his option, looks to the right, and he's got Holden Senna. And Senna cannot come up with it. It just bobbles it. Can't come up with it. Makai Onuato on the coverage. And Makai's all over him, but I'll tell you what, it's a really nice throw there by Chase. You can see the replay here if you're watching on VVTV, and what a ball. I mean, that's a college-like throw. He gives his wide receiver a chance, and that's it. And Holden Senna just bobbles it a little bit, can't come up with it. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Marauders gotta stick on them like glue here as DBs, because Chase knows how to throw that football. And this is gonna be just a handoff. Chase got that handoff in the backfield. This is gonna be Caden Jensen. He's gonna get maybe 1 or 2 on the carry. And Jensen's gonna make it to about the 40-yard line, which will be the original line of scrimmage. So not much going for the Flagstaff rushing attack, and the Marauders have done a good job of that all night. So that's kind of to be expected coming out of this half. It's really the air game that's hurt the Marauders, as we see Chase lined up in that shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers spread out to the left for the Eagles. As Chase gets the shotgun snap, looks to the left, then looks to the right really quick, and he's got his wide receiver. And he's got Jake Weidinger. Jake Weidinger just runs a really quick slant, and he's tackled, and that's going to be enough for a first down, but there is a flag. So let's see what this flag is going to be. If you saw the replay there, it's just a really, really nice route. And I'll tell you, You young quarterbacks, that's how you do it right there. He's got 3 wide receivers to the left, so he takes that snap, makes a quick look over to the left. He doesn't, obviously it's a design play going to Jake Weidinger. He looks right to the right, zips it at Jake. And unfortunately for the Eagles, that one's going to come way back. That one's going to keep moving backwards. I wonder if that was some sort of personal foul. I didn't see the call on that one, but the Marauders walking way upfield. The Eagles are now back at their own 44-yard line, 43-yard line about. So 3rd and long for the Eagles now after that penalty. Chase going to take the shotgun snap, looks and he throws deep. He's got a wide receiver. It's picked off. It's picked off by Camacho. What an interception. They knew it was coming. He was ready for it. Nice job, Camacho, on the interception, getting it done defensively. Chase Brown, you see the replay there, looks downfield. He's got a couple wide receivers. It was Jake and Holden Center running downfield for the Eagles, and Camacho blending into that Red Sea says, I got this one. Nice play there defensively, and then we're going to see Camacho take that ball and turn it right around with his offense here. The Marauders take over with a huge interception. 8 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Flagstaff has the lead 7-6. Camacho in the shotgun formation, sends Durkalek in motion. He's going to pitch it right to Durkalek. Durkalek to the edge. Did he get there? Yes, he did. He cuts the edge. He's up the sidelines at least 12 or 13 yards before he goes out of bounds. And let's see, looks like we got more litter on the field. Oh boy, let's see what kind of penalty that's going to bring. Looks like it's going to be, it's in that backfield where holding is typically called. And yeah, I think that's going to be what it is. Yeah, and that's going to come right back on the Marauders. So a nice pitch out to Durkalek. Well, just a quick pitch to Durkalek to the outside is going to get called back. And boy, how about this? Mingus and Flagstaff really plaguing themselves with penalties. Both teams just moving backwards, no matter where they get the ball right now, from penalties. So it's almost like whatever team is going to clean this up first is going to be able to get some more points on the board. As we see Bruin come out and Machado tag in. He's going to have the play, and the Marauders huddled up. Not in any hurry. They just want to execute. Really close game here. Grand Canyon region. Both teams looking for their first win, and it's a close game right now. Camacho's going to get it. Same pitch to the other side. He get the shotgun snap right to Durkalek. Durkalek to the edge. Did he get there again? Almost. He's got about 10 yards on that. No, they're going to mark him out of bounds a little sooner than that. So maybe just a 6-yard pickup there, and that's Durkalek to the outside on the left. And that's the same exact play, just flip-flopped, and it worked really well the other way, and it worked this way too, just not as many yards as the Marauders needed. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 14. The Marauders have the ball at their own, let's call it 27-yard line, so they got some work to do. You can see Isaiah Latham down there waving Dixon in with the play. Says, hurry up, let's go. We got to get this drive going here. Latham sets up. Camacho is going to go underneath center for the snap on this end. No, never mind. He's going to back up. He's in the shotgun, waiting the snap. There it is. He's going to fake a little handoff to Makaira Nuato, set up to pass, and he's scrambling out to the right, and he's trying to look for a wide receiver downfield and just throws it out. Smart play. Smart play, scrambling all the way out to the sidelines, doesn't see anybody. He's got Nate Dixon on the sidelines with him, and he just throws it out. That's a smart play. You don't want to throw an interception and turn the ball over right after Flagstaff just did that. So smart play there by Camacho, and we'll see what the Marauders are lined up to do here. And this is going to be a real long 3rd down.
3rd and 17.
3rd and 17 to be specific, as Machado runs the play into the huddle. And there's not too many 3rd and 17 plays, I'll tell you that. Maybe a screen or just trying to throw the ball downfield. And let's see, Camacho's going to line up in the shotgun formation. Just waiting for the snap. He's got wide receivers spread out, 2 each side. He's going to drop back. He's got plenty of time. He's going to roll to the left, and he's going to run it. He's going to take off. He sees some room. He's got some room, and he gets out to about the 40-yard line. So he's going to be about 4 yards short of the first down. Nice run there All right, Camacho.
4th and 5.
Oh, it's going to make it 4th and 5. So great 3rd and 17 play. Like I said, there's not many of those in the playbook. Camacho just shows off what a good athlete he is. And he had some time on that one again, but he just saw too much field. So he took off with it. And Marauders didn't quite get to the first down marker. You wonder if this is time to go for it. It's 4th and 4, but you're on your own 40. No, it looks like Marauders going to punt it away, play it safe. Dirklek lined up to get the snap. Flagstaff doesn't necessarily have somebody receiving. No, now they do. They just backed somebody up. Oh, and they got the Eagles to jump. That is going to most likely give Mingus the first down, and how about that? Just a disciplined play. Nice job, Coach Montebayas and that Marauder coaching staff. Good discipline, and the Eagles are going to give up a first down by jumping off sides. Move the chains for the Marauders, and now they're at the 45-yard line. I'll tell you, it's hard to remember that count when you're a big guy on the line of scrimmage. The Marauders do a great job. First down. Camacho goes underneath center for this one at their own 45-yard line. He's going to hand that ball right up the middle to Makai Arnuato. Makai's going to run up the middle. He's got a wide open hole, and he gets to the edge right out at about the 30-yard line. And I'll tell you, that's a big run. That's about a 20-yard run, and that is going to fire the Marauders up. Makai Arnuato does a great job of busting through that hole. You're going to see the line of scrimmage there. Nice job. Looks like maybe one of the Eagles' middle linebackers just overstepped him, and Makai Arnuato does the rest. First down, Mingus moving the ball. Now they're at the Flagstaff 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Camacho under center. Sends his man in motion. That's Brulin. He's going to hand this one right to Makai Arnuato. Again, up the middle, Makai Arnuato. Hello. Get some Gatorade. That's another 10-yard run. And he is fired up. I'd love to see that. It's homecoming night. It's rivalry night. It's time to fire up your team, your fans. And that's exactly what he's doing. That's going to be another first down for the Marauders. And how about that? Mingus moving the chains now. Plagued with penalties earlier in the drive, and they have just come out of it and put together a nice drive. Right now, the Marauders have the ball. 1st and 10 on the Flagstaff 25-yard line. 24-yard line, excuse me, a little bit closer. Camacho underneath center. And he's going to take the snap. He's going to hand that ball off right to Makai Arnuato. Again, same play it's been working. You got a lot of good blocking going on the line of scrimmage, and Marauders able to move that one up just a few yards on that. It looks like they're going to give him 4 on that. And I'll tell you, that's where his good average comes in. That's where just your workhorse is going to go to work. Makai Arnuato is going to get hit there just about the line of scrimmage, and he's still going to get 4 yards on the carry. That's going to leave Mingus with a 2nd and 6, and they are right at about the 20-yard line now. Like I said, just about into the red zone of Flagstaff, and the Marauders must continue to have success on this drive. And looks like maybe an early start, but I think the Marauders got away with that one as Dirklek gets to the edge, the handoff, and Dirklek able to get just about to the first down marker. We'll see. Just those quick runs to the outside seem to be working. And it looked like maybe Jahir Hernandez pulled a little early on that one, but maybe it was just as quick as the snap, and that's a really fast guard. Marauders kind of using a little bit of hurry up here. I like that. As Camacho goes underneath center, Marauders in real tight T formation. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off right to Makai Arnuato. Makai breaks through the line of scrimmage, breaks a couple tackles, and falls forward for a few yards. He's going to get to the 9-yard line, and that is going to be a great momentum run for the Marauders as he was hit again at the line of scrimmage, but able to break through some tackles. And here we go, the Marauders in that hurry-up mode. They said, let's get some points on the board. Camacho goes underneath center, in tight formation, heavy on the right. And Camacho's going to naked bootleg out, and he is going to get wrapped up. Did he drop that ball? He did. He did, and Flagstaff is going to come up with it. Let's see if they mark him down. It looked like he was down,
behind the line of scrimmage,
and they're going to mark him. They're going to mark him down. They're going to mark him down. Scary play there as Camacho does a naked bootleg, where that's pretty much you sell the run going one way, your quarterback just goes the opposite direction to try to throw it. And that time, I believe that was Cooper Halstead. Obviously, one of the Eagles' top tacklers, at least tonight, was there to bring him down. And Camacho lost the ball, but obviously it was after he had gotten tackled. So Camacho, now at almost the 20-yard line, they got to get to the end zone. He's going to hand that off to Makai Nuado. Makai's got a lot of room. He breaks through. He's right at the 3-yard line, hit out of bounds. What an amazing run. Makai Nuado getting it done for the Marauders. Homecoming night. Hello, homecoming king. Watch out. Great block there. That's Dirkolek setting it up with a good block, and Makai Nuado just shows off that speed. Bursts through the line of scrimmage, gets to the left side of the field, and the Marauders are at the 1-yard line. Huge third down. It's 3rd and goal from the 1. Camacho underneath center. He's got Dirkolek and Makai in the backfield. He's going to hand him Makai, and Makai does all the work. He gets in there. Touchdown. Nice run there. Makai Nuado finishes off the drive that he essentially started after Camacho's interception on defense. And the Marauders take the lead on the Eagles. It is 12-7 right now. And let's see if we can't get this extra point through. And Mingus finds themselves on top in another exciting Grand Canyon Region game, rivalry game nonetheless. And I'll tell you, that's a great drive that Mingus just put together. It's exactly what you need to do. Run that clock down. There's only 3 minutes, 53 seconds left in the third quarter. And Mingus just showed such good power on that drive. Just, we're going to run the ball. We're going to run it, run it, run it, and we're going to be successful. And that's exactly what they just did. Mingus going to line up to go for 2, so they're going to try to make up for that missed extra point earlier in the game. And it looks like Camacho is going to go underneath center. As you can see on your screen there, he's turning around to Dirkolek, trying to direct him where to go. Camacho gets the snap, but there's whistles, so let's see. They're going to blow this one dead. And this may hurt. Oh, it's delay a game. Oh, yikes. That's a tough one to take. Delay a game right there is going to back the Marauders up. And they'll be at about the 8-yard line. And they need to get this in to make this 14-7. Right now, Mingus has the lead 12-7. And Marauders are going to be going for the 2-point conversion here as Brulin tags out with Machado. You see Isaiah Latham get up to the line of scrimmage. And with that touchdown run, that's going to put Makai over the 100-yard mark. Great to hear. All right, Camacho, 2-point conversion, takes a snap, rolls out. He's got a man open and just overthrows Contreras. Or, sorry, underthrows him. Oh, just hit the carpet before Contreras' feet. So that's going to leave the score at 12-7. Mingus takes the lead back over the Eagles here on homecoming night. They lead 12-7 right now. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $16 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Back at Mingus Union High School, where the Marauders have taken the lead in a close game here, 12-7 over the Eagles. As Camacho looks to kick this one away. Kick is up, and it is deep. Goodness, that's a great kick, and it's fielded by the Eagles at about the 10-yard line, and he's going to carry it out to the 20, right at the 25, trying to juke some defenders, and he can't. And the Marauders going to come up big there on the kickoff and make the Eagles start at about the 25-yard line. And you're just tuning in. It is a really, really good game here, 12-7. The Marauders have the edge over the Eagles right now. The last possession the Eagles had ended up in a big interception. Camacho went up, picked the ball off, and then the Marauders score off that turnover. And that's key. That's one of the mistakes that if you make as a team, you may not win the game. The Flagstaff, Chase Brown is going to line up in the shotgun formation for the Eagles. They're going to try to get the lead back here. And Chase is going to hand that one off to Caden Jensen. And Caden is really going to go nowhere. They might give him a yard on that as he just kind of hit the line of scrimmage. and fell forward. You see Cam Davis in there on the tackle, Ethan Jones. A couple names we're always calling out there for the Marauders defense. Playing well tonight again. Really keeping that rushing game contained for Flagstaff, as the only positive yards they've had really have come through the air. As Chase Brown lines up in that shotgun formation again, sends his man in motion. That's Tanner Reef going in motion. He's going to throw it out to Tanner Reef right in the flats. Makai Arnuato says not having it tonight. He's learned from that, and that's the adjustment right there from your first half. That's Makai Arnuato knew that play was coming, and he was just right there to wrap up Tanner Reef. That's a great defensive play. It's going to be a completion for Chase, but it's going to be for nothing. So it'll be 3rd and 10 still. Actually, it looks like maybe 3rd and 11 from that other running play. And yeah, that's a really nice defensive play by Makai Arnuato as Flagstaff lines up in the shotgun formation again with 3 wide receivers stripped out to the left, 1 on the near side. Chase is going to get the snap. He's going to bobble the snap and just fall on it. Going to bobble it. He was backing up a little bit. I'll tell you, you young quarterbacks, when you flip the ball like that in your hands, you got to be careful. It's exactly what it looked like Chase was trying to do there. He catches a snap and then kind of flips and rotates that ball before you drop back in the pocket, and he just fumbled it a little bit. Literally dropped it, and then he jumped on it. And now it's going to bring up 4th down for the Eagles, and they're going to have to punt. Can't ask for anything better if you're a Marauders fan on homecoming night right now. Marauders seeming to steal some momentum here with just under 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Eagles looking to punt it deep. Snap's good. It's up. It's high. It's a far kick. Let's see if Camacho returns it. He's got some room. He's going to. He's going to take a step right up to the sidelines and go out of bounds at the Marauder 46-yard line. So Mingus will take over on downs. Camacho, after catching the punt, is going to go right back out there and play quarterback. And that's where the Marauders depth chart is not too deep, but I'll tell you what, our great athletes have come through all season long. And here we go, Mingus with another chance to drive downfield and, even more important, kill some of this clock. 1:43 left in the 3rd quarter. Marauders have the lead over the Eagles, 12-7. You can see there on your Jones Ford scoreboard. Camacho is going to line up underneath the center here. As the Eagles trying to get set defensively. They really don't. It's a pitch to Dirklek to the right side. Dirklek's going to break out. Did he get to the outside? He does, and he gets downfield. Huge hit out of bounds. And boy, that's real close to a penalty as Dirklek gets tossed around out of bounds. That's Manny Soto on the tackle, and I'll tell you, Flagstaff, you're fortunate to get away with that one right there. That's a good run by Dirklek. And then you can see on your screen there, he just gets tossed and turned out of bounds. Nonetheless, Dirklek gets the job done, moves the chains for the Marauders.
At the 42-yard
As Isaiah Latham jumps up to the ball and gets set. Camacho's going to go underneath the center. Marauders at about the 43 now, 1st and 10. And it's going to be a handoff right to Makai Arnuato on the left side. Not going to go far, but again, your workhorse is going to continue to make a good play and fall forward for a few yards. And that was Manny Soto on the tackle again for the Eagles. And the Marauders just really happy to keep that clock ticking. As long as they can have some positive plays, keep the clock going, they're in good shape here, especially with the offense getting some momentum. Obviously, they're not in any rush as we're just over a minute now left in the 3rd quarter. Great shot of the homecoming crowd here at the Cave. It's packed here. As Marauders line up on the ball there, Camacho looks like he's going to stand in the shotgun formation. He's got Makai Arnuato right to his right. He's got a Bruland in motion. He's going to pitch it to Bruland. Bruland's going to try to get to the outside, and he doesn't. He does not. He gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And that's just a great tackle by Cade Jude. And you can see Bruland gets up. He wants that one back. He points to his chest. Maybe he wanted to cut that one up. Nonetheless, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Cade Judd does a really nice job of staying home for the Eagles. Brings up a big 3rd down. 3rd and 9 for the Marauders on the Flagstaff 41-yard line, sorry. And we'll see what Coach Montebaez has in store. We saw a 3rd and 17 earlier. Scramble by Camacho was a great play. Camacho is going to line up under center. 3rd and 9 here for the Marauders. He's got a man in motion. That's going to be Dixon. He's going to fake the handoff, roll out to the right. He's got some pass protection. He's going deep. He's looking for Contreras, and he doesn't come up with it. Contreras makes a good defensive play on it as the Flagstaff Eagles turned around and almost had the better look. That was Tanner Reef for the Eagles. And Tanner is coming up a little hobbly. So is Contreras. They both kind of took a big hit there. And, yeah, Tanner Reef's going to go down on the turf. Hopefully he's going to be okay. I mean, Tanner Reef turned around to try to catch that one, and Contreras knew exactly what was going to happen, so he tries to break in there, and just a big hit. Nonetheless, end of the third quarter, Marauders have the lead on homecoming, 12-7. We will be right back with the fourth quarter after this.
Long-standing tradition.
The right vehicles, the right people, the right price. Make Jones Ford of Verde Valley the right place to buy. Choose from our new in-stock Ford selection or custom order just the way you want it. Buy pre-owned with peace of mind with Jones Ford's lifetime powertrain warranty at no extra cost. Plus, drive a little, save a lot. Jones Ford is your tax advantage destination. So, for the right vehicles at the right price, make the right choice. Jones Ford Verde Valley, family owned and operated for over half a century. Just off I-17 in Camp Verde.
Yavapai College has many degree and certificate programs to get you on track to a rewarding, well-paying career in a variety of industries such as healthcare, manufacturing, construction, elementary education, and art. Fall semester starts on August 15th, so there's still time to register. Visit us online today at yc.edu/admission to connect with your future career.
Back at the Cave for a great homecoming game. Mingus has the lead 12-7, and you can hear the crowd chanting 4:48. The start of the fourth quarter, the Marauders have the ball. It is 4th and 9, and the Marauders are lined up to go for it. 4th and 9, they're on Flagstaff's 43-yard line. Camacho underneath center. He's going to take the snap and hand it to Dirkolek, who's got the edge, trying to get to the edge, and couldn't. And he's going to be taken down. That's Manny Soto again. Boy, Manny's having quite a defensive series for the Eagles. And that's going to be a turnover on down. So Flagstaff's going to take over. We'll see what the Eagles have in store. I would imagine if you're the Marauders, you want to be real careful in that secondary. Chase Brown has been a quarterback that looks like a senior, and in a few years is definitely going to be at that collegiate level. Great quarterback we've seen from Flagstaff tonight. Not taking anything away from Camacho. He's made the plays when needed. Here we go. Chase Brown and the Eagles lined up. Chase Brown in the shotgun formation. They are on their own 43-yard line, and that's going to be a run by Caden Jensen again, right up the middle. He's going to go just for a couple yards. That's Senna on the tackle. As Chase Brown looks to the sidelines for the next play. And again, the Marauders have done really, really well stopping the Eagles' rushing attack. That line of scrimmage, you see Cam Davis down there, Wallowitz, Isaiah Latham. These guys have been beasts. Curtis Glassman on the edge. These guys have done real well all night. 2nd and 9 for the Eagles. Chase Brown in that shotgun formation. Takes the snap. He's going to drop back. He's looking around at his options. He's got a receiver. Holden Senna's out there. He catches it, and that's going to be good for about 8 yards, maybe 7. Nice play by Makai Arnuato to not let him go anywhere further after he caught that. Again, the Marauders playing well defensively. It's just a great throw by the quarterback. You see Chase going to back up here. Only looks to the right for a second. He knows where he wants to go with it. It's a really smart quarterback where he looks off the defense, and Holden Senna makes a great catch. 3rd and really, really short for the Eagles. Chase Brown just awaiting the snap right now. And that shotgun formation is going to get the snap. He's going to drop back a few feet, and he's going to pop that ball out. He's going to lose it. Marauders might have recovered it. I think Isaiah Latham had a hand on that. Somebody got their hand in there. And it looks like Chase is a little shaken up on that. I'll tell you, that's got to hurt if you're going to throw the ball and you get it knocked out. And Flagstaff fortunate to come up with that one. And it's going to be 4th down for the Eagles. The Eagles are going to have to punt this one away, and that series seemed to have taken maybe 20 seconds. So not what the Eagles were looking for, but exactly what the Marauders want here on homecoming. Eagles set the punt, awaiting the snap. That's going to be a high punt, really, really high punt. Camacho back to receive it for the Marauders. It's going to take an Eagle bounce and go out right at about the 25-yard line. So the Marauders will have a long field to go, but nonetheless, they'll have the ball back. They have the lead right now, 12-7 over the Eagles. 9 minutes, 49 seconds left in the game. Tell you, a good game. And last year was a barn burner. It was 42-49. Flagstaff won it with 6 seconds left on the clock with a 30-yard touchdown pass. Incredible high school football game. And tonight, we have the same thing. It's just defense this time. Just a 12-7 game. Mingus Camacho underneath center. 1st and 10 for the Marauders. And he's going to hand that one off right up the middle to Mackay. And Mackay's going to get wrapped up, and it almost seemed like they blew the play dead, but that's not the case. But Mackay's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a 2nd and 10. That's almost like a wash. It didn't even look like not much was happening on that play there. Mackay kind of got an arm right around his shoulder pad and just couldn't break out of it. Well, 2nd and 10 from the Marauders from their own 25-yard line, looking to make a drive happen here. Camacho underneath center. He's going to take the snap, and he's going to hand it off to Dirklek. Dirklek's trying to catch the edge. He's got some blockers out there. Does he get the edge? He does. He's going to get the 1st down and more, out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. What a run by Dirklek. Great play call, and you got some great blockers out there in the Marauders. You can see the replay here. It's going to come right at us on your screen. Xavier, nice job blocking. Jahir Hernandez right on the edge too, making a crucial block. And that's Dirklek getting the 1st down for the Marauders. Now he went out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock, but I'll tell you what, you're going to get the 1st down. That's more important. Camacho underneath center. He's going to hand this one off to Mackay Arnuato. That rushing attack for the Marauders is going to continue to be successful up to the 45-yard line, their own 45-yard line, I should say. And I'll tell you, that stays in bounds, so that'll keep the clock moving. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game. The clock continuing to tick. That's because the Marauders are using that rushing attack. And they're obviously content huddling up at this point. They're in no rush. They want to drain that clock as much as they can. But Camacho is going to graciously come up to the line of scrimmage, go underneath center for this one. And looks like they might have got Flagstaff to jump offsides again. Let's see. That's a good hard count by the Marauders. If they did, obviously both teams signaled that it was the other team. So let's see. Kai obviously was a hard count for Mingus. And it's going to be encroachment on the Eagles. What a good job by that Marauders offense. And that may give them a 1st down. It does. The Marauders move the chains using their discipline. That's incredible. That's really good football right there. 1st and 10 Mingus at the 50-yard line and driving. Marauders absolutely loving this as we just about go under 8 minutes left in the game. You can see on your Jones Ford scoreboard, Marauders 12, Flagstaff 7. Camacho is going to go underneath center for this one. He'll take the snap, and he's going to hand that one off to Mackay Arnuato right to the left side in the interior of the line of scrimmage, and Mackay's going to hit a few guys and just get a couple on that play. Again, that's all you really need. Maybe 2 or 3. No, they're going to give him 3 yards on that, and if you can get 3 yards every single play, guess what? You never have to punt the ball. So that's good football by the Marauders. And Mackay Arnuato just getting the job done. Your homecoming king and your workhorse on that Marauders offense. You don't want to take a delay game here. Marauders, again, kind of getting up to that line of scrimmage slow. They are not in any rush. They just want to drain the clock. Camacho's in the shotgun formation. Dirklek in motion. He's going to get the shotgun snap, hand it off to Mackay Arnuato. Mackay's got plenty of room on the right side. He's going to get up to the sidelines and get just about to the 20. And he gets further. He gets to the 15-yard line before he's dragged out and the Marauders are fired up. Great play there. Good blocking set up on the edge. Makai Arnuato doing the rest with his feet. Breaks a couple tackles at the end. I thought he was going to get tackled at the 25 and breaks that one and gets almost to the 15. No, and maybe okay, so he must have stepped out. He must have went out of bounds because they now have the ball marked at about the 24-yard line. So Makai's run went out of bounds a little bit. Nonetheless, still taking it to the Flagstaff Eagles defenders. I mean, what a hard run. So 1st and 10, Mingus. Camacho's going to be in the shotgun formation, gets the snap to the right. Makai Arduano's doing a great job of finding those open lanes. Gets about 9 yards, but there was flags thrown. So let's see what the penalty is going to be on this one. It's in the vicinity of holding.
Before the snap.
Most likely he'll take that run back, and let's see if that's what the call is going to be. Flagstaff looks like they're already accepting that one, and that's what it's going to be. So it's going to be maybe an illegal chop block too. You got to be careful on the line of scrimmage. You can't go at the defender's knees. Again, it's a safety protocol, and I can definitely support that call from the refs. You cannot take out a defender's knees, especially when they're engaged with another player. You can't double team them and take them out at the knees. So refs looking out for player safety there. That'll back the Marauders up. 1st and 15. They're at the 30-yard, Flagstaff's 30-yard line. Handoff goes right up the middle to Makai Arnuato. He's got plenty of room. Breaks it right to the 15-yard line. Maybe his knee went down at the 18, or my vision's already starting to go. I thought he went a little further, but he didn't. Nonetheless, a great run by Makai Arnuato, and that's a great offensive series so far for the Marauders as they take some time off the clock. 6 minutes, 25 seconds left in this one. Again, homecoming night for the Marauders. Huge night, a lot of festivities before the game, halftime. And Camacho goes underneath center. He's going to hand it off to Makai Arnuato, the workhorse. And Makai's not going to go anywhere but maybe the line of scrimmage. They might even give him one on that. And that's, you know what? They are giving him one, and that's a heck of a yard to get because Makai Arnuato gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. And it's either his feet or a scrum that's getting him that extra yard. Either one, who cares? We'll take it. It's going to be 3rd and short, 3rd and about 3 for the Marauders. Around the Flagstaff 18-yard line. So let's see what Coach Montebias has in store. 3rd and short. A lot of plays in the playbook will work on this one. That is if you execute well and Flagstaff doesn't gamble on it. Let's see, Camacho's underneath center. He's going to take the snap, hand it off to Brayson Dirkleg on the right side, and Dirkleg is going to get to, looks like the first down marker before he goes out of bounds, and they're going to continue to run the clock. So great football IQ there by Dirkleg to go down before he goes out of bounds, and it's going to be first down Mingus. So he got just enough, goes down in bounds, and you can't ask for any more from your running back if you're a head coach right there. That's a great play call in the Marauders. Now with a 1st and 10. And inside the red zone, Mingus looking to add to the points here. You can see your Jones Ford scoreboard. Mingus has the lead 12-7. Just under 5 minutes left to go in this one. Obviously, Marauders taking their time and no rush at the about 16. Oh, it's going to be a false start. That's going to back the Marauders up there. Camacho underneath center, and everybody went but Isaiah Latham. So maybe a miscue on the snap count, or Isaiah Latham just didn't hear him. But that's going to back him up a little bit. It'll still be first down, but the Marauders going to have a little way to go. And I'll tell you, they'll take it if they can continue to run the ball and tear this clock down. That's what's most important.
At the 18-yard line.
At the 18-yard line, it'll be 1st and 15. Camacho underneath center. He's got some wide receivers spread out to the left. Tight end on the right, Nathan Jones. Let's see, he's going to hand that off to Dirkleg. Dirkleg's got a huge hole, and he's going to find the end zone. What a great hole there by the offensive line, and nobody touching Brayson Dirkleg. Just a scamper from 18 yards out. Nobody touches him, and the Marauders add to their lead against the Eagles here on homecoming night. What a great run. You can see the replay there on the field. Nobody there to touch him. Nobody there to touch him. What a great scheme. Good blocking by the offensive line and wide receivers out to the right. Mingus looking to tack on more points to this one. Right now, 18-7. Tell you what, the Marauders able to put together another fantastic offensive drive that just killed a lot of clock too. And the Marauders lined up to go for 2 on this one. They're going to try to make it 20-7. Camacho's going to give Mikhail Nuado the play call. You better hurry up and get this one off. He's underneath center. Camacho's going to take the snap. He's got a man in motion. He's going to hand that off to Dirklek. Same kind of play Dirklek is going to get there. Is he going to get in? He reached it, and they give it to him. The 2-point conversion is good. Brayson Dirklek, good effort. Reaches the ball over the goal line. He gets it, and he's fired up. Love to see it, Marauder. It's chest bump city down there for Mingus. Deservedly so. We'll take a quick break and come right back to the action.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Welcome back to the Cave, and what a great game the Marauders are building right now. They lead the Eagles here on homecoming night, 20-7. Camacho, after taking his team all the way downfield and killing a lot of clock here in the fourth quarter, is about to kick this one deep. And the Eagles desperate to make something happen offensively. Camacho kicks this one real deep. Let's see if that's going to be even fielded, and it is, right at about the 4-yard line. That's going to be Tanner Reef running it out. He gets past the 20, right up to the 30, and taken out of bounds. Well, that's a good tackle there, and you got a little extracurricular activity after the play, but looked like it might have been just chest bumps and Marauders firing each other up. So nothing malicious there, and Tanner Reef with a nice run back. Gives his offense about a 70-yard field to go here, so Flagstaff's got their work cut out for them. 4 minutes, 23 seconds left in the game. Marauders have the lead there, 20-7 on your Jones Ford scoreboard. And let's see what Chase Brown and this Eagles offense has in store for the Marauders. Chase in the shotgun formation. Eagles taking their time setting up, first play of the possession. Chase sets back, and he's got a wide receiver out in the flats. He finds him, and that's going to be Jake Weidinger, and Jake Weidinger's only going to get about 5 yards on that. He's only going to get about 5. That's a hard-working route right there, and boy, you got a Marauder down. Hopefully he's okay. I didn't quite catch a number on that. It's an awkward tackle, and the refs are going to kind of blow this one dead a little bit to try to get that player a little bit of assistance. But how often have I called Senna and Weidinger on those flat routes? They're so good on those flat routes, and that's Contreras down. Hopefully Contreras is okay. I know he was in on that tackle, and Jake Weidinger, that's a big body to bring down. And hopefully he's okay. Looks like he's stretching out his leg a little bit. Maybe cramping. Hopefully that's what it is. That's always the easiest cure. I don't think I ever cramped. My offensive lineman partners did not cramp either. We just did not make athletic plays like the wide receivers, and Contreras is doing it. There you see Contreras up and walking backwards to stretch it out a little bit. He'll definitely take at least a play off. And looks like that young man is going to be A-okay, which is great. And the Eagles with a completion there, it makes it about 2nd and 5. There's a completion from Chase Brown to Weidinger only for a few yards, and here we go. Chase lined up on his own 35-yard line. Shotgun formation, takes a snap, drops back, looks out to the flat, and he misses Tanner Reef right over the top. Right over the top of Tanner Reef. Senna on the coverage for the Marauders. Isaac Senna, good coverage out there. Not letting Tanner Reef have a clean look at the ball, and that was crucial. Because again, those flat passes that the Eagles have made typically go for some good yardage if they're completed. So nice job by Senna to defend that, and that makes it 3rd and 5 for the Eagles on their own 35-yard line. Jace's going to take the shotgun snap. He's going to fake a handoff, look right upfield, and he's got a wide receiver streaking down the middle, and that's going to be Jake Weidinger again. Jake Weidinger is going to get to the 50. It's going to be about a 15-yard play, and they are moving the chains. Eagles with another completion. We know that air attack is very, very good. And boy, here we go. The Marauders defense trying to tighten it up right now as Chase Brown and this Eagles offense moves it downfield. Chase in the shotgun formation gets the snap. He's going to drop right back, and that's a picked off. Clean interception there, and that looks like Senna. He's going to take it to the house. Nobody. There was nobody in the flats except Senna. That is a pick 6. Go Marauders. Chest bump city down there, and what a play by Senna. Able to use his vision. What a smart play by the DB. And that is going to add to the Mingus Marauder lead. Wow, what an incredible defensive sequence there as Flagstaff starting to threaten through the air. The Marauders get it done defensively. So nice to see that. Man, Isaac Senna, have yourself a game. That's a pick 6. You practice that in practice, and I'll tell you what, that's the funnest thing to do right there is celebrate with your defense after a score. And that is just an incredible way to reach almost the last 3 minutes of this game. The Marauders have really dug deep and battled hard. 26-7. They're leading the Eagles right now. It looks like they're going to go for 2 again here. Really try to stretch the lead out as much as possible. Camacho underneath center. He's going to hand that off to Dirkelek. Dirkelek's going to find the edge and walk right in. What a great play call. Just a power sweep. And Dirkelek finds himself pay dirt and another 2-point conversion. Good by Dirkelek. That's going to make it 28-7. The Marauders looking so sharp at the end of this 4th quarter. We will be right back for the kickoff after this.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Back here at the Cave, the Marauders look to kick this one off as they grow their lead to 28-7 over the Eagles on homecoming week. And what a special 4th quarter it's been for Mingus. They just continue to pour it on. Camacho set to kick this one off. He's going to try to boot this one real deep here, and that's exactly what he does. And that's a sky-high kick, and I'll tell you that'll be fielded right at about the 10, taken up. And that's going to be Tanner Reef. Tanner's going to break past the 30, get up to about the 35, and get swung right out of bounds. And again, on the tackle, it's Camacho. So after doing the work on the kick, he makes the tackle. Goes to show you what a great athlete that young man is. And the Marauders defense getting out on the field, and I'll tell you, they're fired up. Isaac Senna with one of the defensive plays of the year so far. Not to take anything away from the special teams plays we've seen from the Marauders. Big Isaiah Latham coming up with a pump block touchdown earlier in the season. But Isaac Senna with a pick 6 on the last possession, really putting the dagger to Flagstaff as Chase Brown and the Eagles look to try to make a miracle happen here. They are down. It is 28-7 Marauders with 3 minutes left in the game. Just over 3 minutes. Chase Brown's in the shotgun formation. He's going to give the handoff, and that's going to be right up the middle. He's got plenty of room. Well, Mingus was not ready for that. He's keep going. He's past the 40, and he's into Mingus territory before he gets thrown out of bounds. Get you a number on that one. Good run, and that's a Nicholas Ibarra Padilla. Haven't called his name too many times tonight, and Flagstaff must have known that. The Marauders defense wasn't keying on him, and that goes to show right there. It's our first really, really good rushing play of the game for the Eagles, and it comes at a crucial time. So Chase Brown now in the shotgun formation, and they are at the Mingus 37-yard line. He's going to get the snap and hand it off to Nicholas again. Nicholas to the right side, and this time he gets about 5 yards. And that's a nice tackle there out by Machado. One-on-one, makes a great play. Nonetheless, still a 5-yard gain. And boy, if you're an Eagles fan, where's Nicholas been all game running the ball? That's a couple of really nice runs. And that's going to set up a 2nd and 6 for the Eagles. Now the clock is still running. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in this one. As the crowd's getting real loud here in the cave. Chase Brown in that shotgun formation. He is going to give the handoff to Nicholas again. Nicholas is going to get maybe 2 or 3 yards. And Nicholas Ibarra-Padilla on the run. Going to make it a 3rd and short for the Eagles. And the Eagles able to find some rushing success late in the game. I'm going to take the stretch and say it's a little bit too late to find that success. Just under 2 minutes left in this one, and the clock just continues to tick. Flagstaff does not seem like they're in any sort of hurry up. Chase is back, ready, waiting to set up, really. Yeah, not a lot of hustle there, and Chase is going to get that one, throw it right over to his wide receiver in the flat again, Tyler McGill. McGill's going to get the first down. It's good for about 7.
McGill with the reception.
So that's crucial. So Flagstaff with rushing play, then puts it up in the air, gets the first down. And that's going to be Chase Brown. He's got quite a bit of completions on the ground. We'll talk about it in the post-game show, but he's lined up in the shotgun formation again, and Flagstaff is content just letting the clock go. Chase drops back. He's got his wide receiver in the end zone. It's Jake Weidinger. Touchdown. Flagstaff able to put it deep. And Machado kind of got lost out there. Jake Weidinger wide open, catches it. Nobody touches him, and the Eagles find pay dirt. And what's strange as just a football fan is that's going to make it 13-28. The Eagles are still trailing. But that's just a 2-possession game if they can get this extra point. And they just killed about a minute off the clock without any sort of hurry up or timeouts. So we'll see what the Eagles have in store. It looks like they're going to go for 2 here. So Chase Brown in the shotgun formation gets the snap, and he's going to fake the handoff. Wide open, Jake Weidinger out in the flat. 2-point conversion is good. So that's going to be a good 2-point conversion. Jake Weidinger wide open. And that's going to make it 28-15. So it's going to be a tight one here. I'd imagine we'll see an onside kick. We'll be right back after this.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders!
Back here at the cave with 1:07 left. Flagstaff 15, the Marauders 28. Flagstaff set to kick off here. I'd imagine we'll see an onside kick or a squib. And here we go. It's going to be Michael Nielsen on the kick, and it is going to be an onside kick here, and it's going to be cleanly recovered by the Marauders. Nice job there. None other than Curtis Glassman on the recovery. Very, very smart play. Just falls right on it. And that should allow the Marauders to go into victory formation here. And what a great game here on homecoming. These guys battled so hard and had a wonderful game. I'll tell you, the big guys like Nick Choate, Isaiah Latham. Hopefully Nick Choate's okay. And Isaiah Latham, these guys are beasts out there. Yeah, a lot of beat flag shirts walking around the stadium, and all these Marauder fans are going to be real happy after this one. As Camacho goes underneath center. 1st and 10 Marauders with 1:05 left. He's going to hand that one right to, looks like Curtis Glassman out there on the carry. Sure is. Going to give it to the big guy. Try to get some bruising yardage there, and Curtis might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. It looks like he did. It's a good job by the big man, obviously hitting the backfield, but able to move forward back to the line of scrimmage. And yep, clock is just going to tick. So that is going to be, there's 35 seconds left. Marauders most likely have to just run one more play. What a fantastic end to homecoming night here for Mingus. These guys played so hard, really tough game. At the half, 7-6 Flagstaff with the lead, low scoring, and the Marauders come out and play 4:48. Gotta love it. Camacho takes the final knee of the game, and that's gonna be it. The Marauders are gonna take this one 28-15 over the Eagles here on homecoming week. What a special game. See a lot of hugs and celebration going on out there. And here comes the cannon and final buzzer, and that's going to be it. Mingus wraps it up with their first win in the Grand Canyon region over Flagstaff, 28-15. We'll have some post-game show coming up right after this.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Call Rick or Scott Stokes at Sun Country Custom Woodworks about cabinets for every purpose and every budget. Sun Country Custom Woodworks can custom build cabinets for your dream kitchen or bath, adding tremendous value to your home. Organize the garage and store stuff right with a call to Sun Country. And ask about money-saving options, including modular cabinet choices. You know, your cabinets may not be from this century. For ideas, start at suncountrywoodworks.com.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $16 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Choose the region's most comprehensive heart program. Choose care close to home. Choose world-class surgeons. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
Choose precision. Choose innovation. Choose robotic-assisted knee and hip replacement. Choose Northern Arizona Healthcare.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders!
Welcome back to the Cave and the Gettles High Desert Mechanical post-game report. And the Marauders come up huge on homecoming night against the Eagles with a big win, 28-15. And the Marauders find themselves their first win in the Grand Canyon region against a tough air attack team in Flagstaff. And boy, I'll tell you, it was such a defensive game in that first half. Flagstaff had the lead going into halftime, 7-6. And it seemed like both offenses were able to put some stuff together and then just kind of shoot themselves in the foot with penalties. And that theme carried right into the third quarter, where it was tough for either team to drive. And then the Mingus Marauders, out of nowhere, just come up with a huge third quarter drive to make it 12-7. They took about 6 minutes off the clock. Can't ask for anything more from your offense. And that was really the demanding drive. They took the lead 12-7 at that point. Then fourth quarter, all Mingus. All Mingus on homecoming night. They played so well defensively. Isaacson, have yourself a Gatorade, young man. That pick six really set the Eagles back. Marauders able to come up big here on homecoming night. These guys played their hearts out. We lost Nick Choate right in the beginning of that game. Hopefully Nick's going to be okay. We're going to get some kind of report during the week on him. We did not see him return to the game after, I believe it was like that first possession that the Marauders had it. Nonetheless, the other big guys for the Marauders coming up huge tonight. Durkalek's touchdown scramble was 18 yards. Nobody there to touch him. A lot of kudos to your offensive line. Great blocking by your wide receivers as well. So these guys absolutely played their hearts out. Third quarter is where it started. It was a 1-yard dive by Arnado that gave Mingus the lead 12-7. And that was the power drive that I'm talking about. 12-7 was a good lead for the Marauders to get. And then the fourth quarter is where it just fired up for the Marauders. 17-yard run by Durkalek. And like I said, he was untouched. He was able to find the end zone without even getting a scuff on his pads. That was a great job by the wide receivers and the offensive line on that one, as nobody touched him. And then Isaacson, a 54-yard pick six. Gotta love when the defense puts points on the board. Can't ask for anything more if you're a head coach. Homecoming week, Marauders played absolutely wonderful against a Flagstaff team that's found success all year. We knew that they were going to put points on the board, and they did. I'm surprised at the end of the game we didn't see more of a hurry-up from Flagstaff. Maybe the Marauders' pressure just got to him, because that was great. Isaacson with that last pick six really put the dagger in the Eagles' game. And boy, he had himself a homecoming game. That the Marauders and Isaacson, all of them. That was a great effort. So we'll take a quick break. We'll come back and go preview next week a little bit, wrap this game up. So stick with us. We'll be right back.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Yavapai College has many degree and certificate programs to get you on track to a rewarding, well-paying career in a variety of industries such as healthcare, manufacturing, construction, elementary education, and art. Fall semester starts on August 15th, so there's still time to register. Visit us online today at yc.edu/admission to connect with your future career.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
The right vehicles, the right people, the right price. Make Jones Ford of Verde Valley the right place to buy. Choose from our new in-stock Ford selection or custom order just the way you want it. Buy pre-owned with peace of mind with Jones Ford's lifetime powertrain warranty at no extra cost. Plus, drive a little, save a lot. Jones Ford is your tax advantage destination. So, for the right vehicles at the right price, make the right choice. Jones Ford Verde Valley, family owned and operated for over half a century. Just off I-17 in Camp Verde.
For 30 years, Roxu screen printers have provided Northern Arizona with clean, crisp, quality screen printing. They work with you to make the right choices in creating the right artwork and message to put forth your best image. Choose from brand name products and even fashion-forward designs, including caps, tees, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. Make Roxu your choice for work and sports uniforms, workwear, resort wear, and more. Find out more at rokzootees.com. Roxu screen printers in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock.
Welcome back to the Cave, homecoming night. Marauders with a huge win, 28-15 over the Flagstaff Eagles. Our rivals come in town for homecoming, and there's nothing sweeter than beating your rivals, especially on a homecoming week where you got festivities all week, and the players are wearing their beat flag shirts. And I remember having that same thing, man. A big rivalry between Flagstaff and Mingus goes years and years back, and must feel really, really good for the Marauders to pull out a win here. In the pregame show tonight, we talked about last year where Flagstaff won the game with 6 seconds left, a 30-yard touchdown pass. So Mingus gets their revenge this year, homecoming. What a great game, 28-15. Obviously, the offense struggled when we were getting penalized a little bit. Huge turning point in the game was that third quarter drive. It was a long drive, overcame a lot of penalties. Makai Arnuato had the 1-yard dive in for the touchdown, and boy, that's all the Marauders needed. That was huge. Got the sidelines fired up, gave Mingus the lead again as they were trailing 7-6 for a majority of the game. And then the fourth quarter, how about Isaac Senna with a pick six? Love it. Dirklek had an 18-yard scamper where he wasn't touched. So everybody kind of came to life after that third quarter drive for the Marauders. Just showing a lot of heart out there, and takes nothing away from the Flagstaff Eagles. Chase Brown and that Flagstaff Eagles offense is wonderful. They're going to have a couple more hard region games coming up. And Chase Brown, just a freshman playing quarterback for the Flagstaff Eagles, he's going to be a sensation. We're going to see this kid season after season if he stays with the Eagles, and he's going to be something to watch. That's really, really exciting. So, Marauders, take care of business here on homecoming night. A little bit of a preview for next week. Lee Williams at Lee Williams. Lee Williams, number 18 tonight. Don't have a scoring update for you on that, but I do have Bradshaw beating Coconino 27-14. So, Bradshaw really demanding in the Grand Canyon region this year, as we thought. Bradshaw came into Grand Canyon region play with a losing record, and now they've flipped it around because they're battle-tested, played some tough teams, and Marauders had a tough game tonight against the Eagles. Both teams looking for their very first Grand Canyon region win, and Marauders able to succeed there and get that done. Appreciate all of you tuning in. Can't wait to have Jackie Bessler back next to me, the legend. Sad he wasn't here tonight, and like I said, injured reserve list. Hope the space shuttle launch went okay. For everybody here at Yavapai Broadcasting, I'm Nick Yatsinko, our producer Zach Kline, Sushila, Kandola, Brian Phillips, and Niko Contreras on camera. Appreciate you all, and we'll see you all next week in Lee Williams.
This has been the post-game report brought to you by Gettles High Desert Mechanical Heating, AC, and Plumbing Specialist, online at GettlesHDM.com.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders!
This has been a presentation of Yavapai Broadcasting Sports. Any rebroadcast or use of this broadcast without written permission from Mingus Union High School or Yavapai Broadcasting is expressly prohibited. Mingus Marauder Football is brought to you by Jones Ford Verde Valley, Arizona's best since 1970. State Farm Insurance, Jennifer Griffin. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs. Rock Zoo Screen Printing, where clothing comes to rock. Longfellow Excavating, we dig your ideas. And Northern Arizona Healthcare, improving health, improving people. Your 2022 Mingus Marauder Football is also brought to you by these fine businesses. Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros, 3 generations here to serve you. Larry Green Chevrolet, the people place. All Price Insurance. Call 634-2311 to get your quote. Gettles High Desert Mechanical, heating, cooling, and plumbing. Don't settle, get Gettles. Your neighborhood Rice Accounting and Jackson Hewitt Tax Services. Sun Country Custom Woodworks, serving all of northern Arizona with commercial and residential custom cabinets. And Yavapai College. You can, we can, together. Tune in for details on the next Mingus Marauders game on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.